Okay, so picking up where we left off, you all managed to fight your way through the frozen prison. Along the way, you found a ledger with previous inhabitants, as well as a UNT named Tanith, who was here on a mission before they were captured. Eventually, you found your equipment and discovered that something was blocking your way out. So, following a compass that Cass found, we pick up as you are starting to trek through the white void that is the Shroud. And no, the map in front of you is not loading. That's the map. In fact, yeah, we have
I can't see anything.
we have red-nosed porridge. There you go.
Well, this sucks.
Yeah. Porridge is lighting your way. Well, I mean, Cass was the one who found the compass, so I'll ask, is Cass the one reading it, or is someone else doing it?
I think
Cool.
Cass will
I
have
assume
to
Cass.
answer that.
Cass, you've been forcefully volunteered as tribute.
I
Luckily,
volunteer, not really.
luckily, it's a compass, so as long as you're going vaguely the right direction, it's pretty hard to fuck up.
Does it point north?
It points.
No, it points to
Was it south
a
east or something? Southeast.
Yes, something like that.
I know it was southeast. I just can't remember how much of each it was.
Okay,
but
guys, everyone turn off their mobile so we don't fuck up the compass.
what's? Oh god, his voice made it do. Kyrian says, "What's a mobile?"
Oh, good, you don't have that. Then no
It's a
worries.
mobility enhancing device.
Don't ask for my number, bitch. You're not getting it.
Do you not know what a mobile is? It's like a sending stone, you know.
I know what a sending stone is. I don't know what a mobile is.
We just
Yeah, it's
renamed
the
it to
newest
mobile.
version. Really
Oh,
hip in
okay.
the big.
So-
cities.
Apologies that I don't know the thing that you apparently renamed amongst yourselves.
You're not part of this inside joke.
No, I'm not. I don't. I'm just gonna keep walking. But as I mentioned very briefly beforehand, it is very cold here, and it's not like a windy cold. It is like a still, bitter cold. Like the wind isn't biting you or like blowing you around. It is barely moving, and yet you like feel the frost clinging to you as you're walking.
It's like
being
being stabbed by cold.
Yeah, like you can, like with wind and stuff, you like, you can bundle up or whatever, but because it's just like it's the getting into like your outfits, and it's not nice.
I feel like so is the fog damp? I know that sounds dumb, but
No, the fog is dry.
wait, really?
Yeah, it's like
Right.
how do I describe it? What's
It's
it
like
called?
smoke machine. Fuck.
Yes, what's that? What's
You
it
think
called?
Frost? Like
No, I'm trying to think of what they make dry ice.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
So it's fucking cold, but it has almost nothing to it, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Um,
interesting.
but as you are walking, I will just ask: is there anything you guys are discussing amongst yourselves or amongst any of the NPCs as you're going?
I've not got anything to discuss, but I am keeping my eyes and ears out for any movement in the fog.
Yeah, if you want to make me a perception check, you will have disadvantage.
Yes.
Guidance.
Hey.
18.
18 plus 4, 19.
19. Okay. So if anything happens, I will let you know. I'll say you will see it. But yeah, it is anyone you like some of the sun on the horizon are just like idly chatting amongst themselves, not about anything interesting or important. Tanith's looking a bit nervous, I guess, because there's a lot of people that they don't know, but they're also like, you saved me, but now I have to trek through this place after being tortured for a long time.
Don't have to, but
Well, I
would.
would rather go with people rather than have to be stuck there again, just in case more of those ghost gays come back.
Yeah, it's totally understandable.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I hate this place as well. It's
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
too cold.
I hope it's not too much to ask that this place has a portal that we can just use. But that seems way too simple, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's never a simple way out.
Yeah.
I wish
Um,
it was just once.
Yeah, it would be convenient for that, wouldn't it?
Mm. You know, we just happen to walk straight into the whatever tower or light it is on this map, and we end up just going straight back to the material plane.
Well,
No
maybe that-
bosses,
maybe-
no monsters.
Maybe there's someone there who has like some warm cocoa or something.
Oh yeah, that'll be
Before we
nice.
go, yeah.
Mm.
To be warm
It would
again.
also be nice if we don't have to kill them because
Yeah.
it's not a fun thing.
They give like a nod as continue, but we'll say after 45 minutes to an hour of walking through nothing at this point, there is nothing on any side of you, so I will just move you to the middle of this map. So like here, you are in the middle of pretty much nothing. And in the nicest way possible is bad.
If I were to hold my hand out in front of me,
Yeah.
can I make it out? Like, how badly
Yeah, so
does this affect vision?
it's pretty difficult to see anything past like 25 feet.
Okay, so it's
So like
okay.
you can probably make out the silhouette of the people who are at the far end of like the other side of the group for you specifically, Sidon, because obviously you're at like the far end.
Yeah.
But for pretty much anything past them, you're not getting anything.
Cool.
But after the first hour of walking, you don't know how long it's going to take for you to get to this place because the map had no measurements and it was all just white. I will ask you all. Sorry, burped. I'm gonna have to ask you all to make me some con saves against the cold. If you have resistance to cold damage, you have advantage on the roll. If you are immune in some way, you don't have to roll.
Four.
Is there a way I can bump my con up?
Yeah, you said
Don't
con,
think
right?
there is.
Yes.
Don't think there is.
17.
That one. Look at that.
Oof.
No, as in like, look at the
Yeah, 13.
look at the split.
You rolled 2 1s.
No.
That one.
Oh, a
that
1 and a 20. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way I can get my.
Kyrian has a.
Yeah. Do I have anything to increase my saving throw? I don't think this character does.
Oh wow.
When you roll,
Ah,
you can add an ability check.
I'm rolling well for these guys.
Second.
No, I shouldn't have said anything. Beth, I believe you are resistant to cold, so you have. Oh, you did roll twice.
Yes.
Okay, so for anyone who rolled below a 12,
Oh,
you
really?
get-
Hey!
yeah, you gain a point of exhaustion.
What was the save
Again?
you said?
God damn it.
12.
12.
I'm at 2 again.
Con...
I'm at 2 again.
Only 2. I can't mark it for them, but it's just ability checks, so that doesn't matter
That's
too much.
Venus half.
Oh, that's a
Oh.
bad one. Do you have great restoration? I think that's.
I'm not using that
worth the
shit for
spell
this.
I think that's worth the spell slot. Half
That's
speed is
1,000.
bad.
That's 1,000 gold worth of diamond.
No,
dust.
it's not. It's like
Not bad.
100.
It's 100. Do you
Wait,
even
actually,
have
do I
diamond?
I was going to say,
diamond
do you
dust?
have the diamond dust? I'm not keeping track of it for you guys.
No, I do have diamond dust. Do I have to spell prepare it? That's a better question.
Just fucking chugging diamond dust like it's an energy drink.
I do have it prepared. I'm not using it though.
You put the diamond dust in your
Yeah.
water skin, shake it about like a to make it like a fizzy drink.
it's like
It's my
gold
new beauty
flakes.
I mean,
Okay.
Cass, I know it's a deep snow, but Why are you so slow?
Shut the fuck up.
Even slaps moving quicker than you. And it's half his height. First thing. Okay, so you will be moving.
You want me
a
to
bit
carry a cast? I can
Yeah,
do
unless
that instead.
someone. I mean, it will be half movement for any of you to carry cast.
I know.
I'm trying to think if there's a way. No, I can't come up with anything off the top of my head. But yeah, so you continue on.
When
mhm.
I was little, I used to dream about exploring new places. I'm beginning to regret that. I should have never lived in the fucking desert. It's so cold. Why is it always so cold?
Yeah, I know this weather sucks.
Can we go to a beach again?
Well, if Tana says if we get out of here, I can take you all. Well, I can get you all to the Fang. It's always pretty tropical there. Very nice location.
That does sound very nice, to be fair.
Yeah, it's pretty much the
Don't
opposite of
Hold
this.
the meeting there.
Well, I don't think we can.
No, I don't know
There is
anything
also
about the Queen.
there is also the fact, actually, when we get out of here and we get Bjorn on side, what is our plan of action going forward? Because I don't know if
Getting
we
out
have
of this
time.
fucking snow.
No, obviously,
our
but
plan.
like after the snow, like, do we have time for a vacay in the Fang of New Beginning, or
I
do we
hope, but
start
I don't think
planning?
it's likely.
Feel like it's.
Hmm?
I feel like it's meeting planning time.
Well,
Yeah, I mean,
speaking of
it's gotta
meeting,
Kind of long for people to get to ground. So
some people will be able to teleport, but other people will probably have to walk. So it will probably take at least like a week and a half, 2 weeks for everyone to get there once you've planned it. But as you guys are discussing this, Pete, can you roll me a
Yes.
D8?
Ooh, okay.
how many red dragons would we meet?
That is a 7.
Okay, interesting. So as
Oh no, I don't like
you're-
interesting. Interesting is
Sorry.
scary.
As you are walking, after about another half an hour or so, you're moving obviously a little bit slower because Cass is moving a bit slower, and she's the one with the compass. But you suddenly come across. So you've been like steadily moving up, like a hill or something. It's impossible to tell. But you suddenly sort of come to like the crest of whatever raised area this is, and the hill like goes down on the other side, but you can see it's the only thing that's been different this entire time. You can see the top of this like crest is a relatively small, maybe 10 to 15 feet circular, a frozen lake, like pool, I guess maybe you'd call it, rather than a lake. But you can then see, as the hill descends, there is like a cut in the ground by this lake, and it descends into a frozen waterfall
Oh.
that you are at the top of. You can if you want to go, like the compass is pointing, you have to go down to continue.
So is it like? So we've just walked up a hill, and at the top of this hill is a small pond.
So
that
yeah,
is-
I'll quickly draw sort of what I mean.
Yeah.
So
And does that mean it's at the top of this hill? It's sheer.
it's not sheer. There is like it's slightly steep if you were to walk down it, but it's nothing that is like bad. So if this is the lake
I'm just glad
itself,
if you're blind.
this is the lake itself. There's sort of, if I use like a darker grey here, hold on. There is like, that you can get down the hill sort of like that. And then here, sort of in the center bit, is like this. That looks a bit weird. There's like this center bit here that drops down into a lake, like a frozen waterfall.
And the waterfall is frozen.
Yes, all that water is completely frozen.
That's interesting. Hey, Audron, what do you make of a frozen waterfall? Does that happen in nature? I know it's not at our nature because we're on a different plane of existence, but it just seems weird that the water is frozen as a waterfall.
That's very normal in nature in cold climes. Surely you should know. Have you never seen a frozen waterfall?
Well, normally, because the water is moving, it doesn't actually freeze.
Well, no, it piles up like melted wax.
Ah.
So ice vapor can form in midair if it reaches cold enough, and so the ice just rains down. So yes, it can happen. If you play a question, check out the Silfoss in Iceland. It's a waterfall that like part of it is freeze, so it can happen.
That's interesting.
Can
I
you
didn't
put
know
a
that.
chat up in that?
But my question is more the fact of how does water even start, with how cold it is here, how does the water start forming a waterfall to freeze?
It wouldn't have been a moving waterfall initially. So it wouldn't have been a frozen waterfall from the outset. It probably, well, Archon shows you how cold it is by breathing out. Like,
Yeah.
it's very cold here. Presumably it was flash frozen. In the
Then
point
how
of...
does... I think my main question is, how does water even just appear here?
Well, where do you think the snow comes from? The mist.
I get that, but I'm just saying, like, it just seems weird that there's a pond of water.
Wait, is it not weirder that there's floor, air we can breathe, light for which we can see?
No,
I don't want to sound condescending, but I think you're tugging at the wrong thread here, Sudden. It's not. I mean, there is a building from which we've came from, so presumably there is raw materials from which to build. There presumably is an ecosystem here. Else, why would anything call it home? So there must be a way to sustain yourself here. So fundamental blocks of life include water, light. So yeah, I'm not surprised to see these things here.
No, I mean, I get that. I think what was confusing me specifically is with how cold it is, how does water that flash freezes form waterfall first, then flash freeze over?
But presumably it got very cold very suddenly. Perhaps like the
implication being that it was warmer at one point.
Yes. So in the course of creation, the weather was tied to Malik's mood. Perhaps this place follows a certain, a ruler, a mood, or is it under control, or is prone to rapid change? I can't say. We don't know enough about the area, but if there's running water, then obviously, so you know what happens to rock, don't you, with water? So if you look at the waterfall, that was running for presumably many thousands of years before it froze. So at some point it's flash frozen. Whether it's was a cold area that then suddenly froze in the last few days and then will thaw out. Perhaps this is nighttime, the equivalent of night for this area. I don't know. It's impossible to tell. I don't know a way of aging water.
I think no, I understand that, and I get, maybe I'm just talking at the wrong thing here. I think what it was more the idea that this place that is known for being cold all the time has change in temperature to allow for water to set, form a waterfall, and then flash freeze over.
I pass. I don't know.
Phone a friend. But yeah, so I assume you guys begin to walk down the sort of steep hillside.
What are the white blobs on the map?
I have no idea. I'm not drawing those.
Okay, I thought it was you, but okay.
How dare you? Can't you tell the difference between my art and whatever that is? But yeah, so
Answer
you,
that question.
yeah, so you begin to sort of walk down the side here. I guess with Cass in front because she's got the compass.
Why is this though so deep?
Who is still drawing? Because there is
Oh,
more
it's
to
a
this
guy now.
than.
Oh my god, it's Sonic.
No,
Oh,
it's
God.
Sonic.
Mm.
But as you get down to near the sort of bottom bit of this, probably 35, 40 feet down, you can see it's pretty. Sorry, my throat then. It's relatively obvious to see when you're like looking at the waterfall because I assume at least one of you is looking at the waterfall as you're going down because it is like it looks nice. It's just weird to see. But you see within this waterfall appears to be. I'm gonna do a really bad drawing here.
Oh my god, is it Ang?
No, it's not. It's not
Is
this.
it the dinosaur?
No, it's not. I'm sorry.
Oh.
You can see. Oh god, that's a terrible drawing. You can see what appears to be a beating heart.
In the ice.
Encased in the waterfall.
And it's beating, or
Yeah, you can see it very subtly moving.
Could I
Ew.
do a
Okay, that's
medicine
disgusting.
check to see if I recognize the anatomy of the heart?
Yeah, go for it. You have exhaustion, so you do have
Edit.
disadvantage.
Oh fuck, I forgot.
18's still really good. Yeah.
Plus guidance.
Yeah.
2.
So
Two.
20.
20. Yeah, so you're looking at this heart, and it's big. Which, with a 20, your educated guess is that it looks like it could be the right size equivalent for like a giant?
Would that be a huge creature or gargantuan creature?
Hold on.
Because giants range from
Yes.
large.
A huge.
Artron,
Yellow.
do you happen to have studied medicine? Or biology, I guess, in this case?
Medicine. Bear with me one moment.
Pete, they found what looks to be a giant heart encased in the waterfall.
Okay.
So
It is
I get my,
beating.
And it's beating.
my borrowed knowledge is always prepared through Rayard, isn't it?
No. Oh, yes.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I
Rayard here now?
can. Pardon?
Is Rayard here now?
Yeah.
Yeah, since he got his book, he can resummon that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If needed, I can know about medicine.
I think that's the heart of a giant. And it's still beating,
What?
but I don't see a giant.
Is it just the size that you're? Can I? Okay, I'm gonna drop a second level spell to give myself borrowed knowledge and proficiency in medicine.
Mhm.
Which takes it to +6. I'm going to give myself guidance, and I'm going to examine the heart with a view to see if it is a
Is borrowed
is
knowledge
borrowed knowledge
concentration?
concentration?
no.
Oh,
Cool.
I thought it was.
No.
Excuses.
It's not a good spell otherwise. It's
Yeah. It gives
Yeah.
you it for 8 hours, doesn't it? Or is
no,
it
it's
an
like an
hour?
hour. It's an hour, and it's
Yeah.
okay, but it's a second level slot. It's like the second time I've ever used it. But yeah, medicine is wisdom, so I don't have it. Yeah, so I'm going to look at the heart with a view to see whether or not I agree with Cass's assertion that it is giant or whether it's just giant sized. Obviously, it's
Yep.
beating. So I'm looking for many ventricles, left side and the right side, because to be a warm blood.
Anatomically correct as well.
Anatomically correct heart,
Yeah.
yes. With a guidance. That's not a good roll. Why can't I D&D today? There we go. Oof, 15.
15. I mean, the heart is certainly big. And I mean, just at a glance, obviously, you don't know the ins and outs of like a heart of a giant, but it looks to be about the right size if you were to like picture how big a giant would be. And I mean, it looks anatomically correct to you.
Okay.
If you want, I could try and
No,
break it out of the ice.
Not yet. Let's. So is it suspended in the water or is it
It's
held
like
in the ice?
it's like encased in the ice, sort of about 10, 15 feet up from the
And you
ground
said
level.
it's moving, right? So
It's like
beating.
it's beating, yeah.
So is the ice flexing around it, or is it got its own space within the ice?
It looks like it has its own space in the ice, but obviously since it's thick ice, it's sort of hard to tell exactly.
And are the ventricles sheared off, like flat cut, or do they fade out of existence?
No, it is like if someone took out a heart and put it in ice. It's like
So it's like
as
in
if
surgery, I can see clear lines where the
yes, you could
yeah.
see, you could imagine like if this was a skeleton or like a like a biology like skeleton, you would be able, you can see the points where it would join up with the rest of the body.
Okay. With that in mind, then I'm going to go for a much more reliable skill for me. I'm going to Arcana this bitch.
Yeah.
Again with guidance, so I should roll not terribly here. Come on, big man.
Unless you're not want it.
21
Nice.
plus. Oh Jesus! 22.
22. What are you looking for?
So this heart is, if it looks like it's been removed, it is being kept alive somehow. It's being fed by something. Is it pumping ice? Is it pumping water?
Okay.
Is this a common necromancy or transfiguration?
Okay.
That kind of guess.
So yeah, you're looking at this heart, and it has sort of at first you're like, is the blue tint because of the ice in the water? You're like, no, the heart itself is sort of a bluish color. And as you're looking, you can see each time it, like, as if it was pumping blood around the body, you can see there are like smaller veins, I guess, or like points that sort of glow like an icy light blue, which to you implies that it is probably pumping some sort of blood, but it looks like as if the blood itself is cold, or there's definitely some magical quality to whatever like it's pumping out, if that makes sense. And you're looking for like any sign of, there's a heart, but hearts don't just walk on their own. So you're looking around, you're trying to figure out, and you can see. You didn't see it at first. You have to get like relatively close and to notice this, but in very small runes, sort of banded around the parts of the heart, there are runes that appear to be, I guess the closest would be necromancy and abjuration, I'll say.
I'm going to sketch the runes down into my book, my ever-expanding book of weird runes. Runes of icy.
And either Robin,
yeah, I'll put him, I want him translated.
either Robin or Kieran can definitely tell you that they are like written in giant, like they are giant runes. And what it is, I don't have like an exact text, like, oh, this is what it is, but it definitely reads as it's some sort of, like in Harry Potter with Voldemort's Horcruxes. It's almost like if the body of this creature were to die, it would reform from the heart, from the ice.
Phylactery, then.
A little bit, yeah. It doesn't look like lichy, if that makes sense. They sort of liches have. It doesn't look like it needs souls, to be fair, because obviously liches need some amount of like soul energy to continue being a lich. It looks to be within the same vein, but definitely not of a lich itself, if that makes sense.
What do we know from the pictures of the on the walls in the place of Beryl, or was he a large creature?
Yeah, he would have been classed as a large creature. Well, larger than large. Probably even. Is that as big as indeed is gargantuan, isn't it?
Mm.
That is.
He would probably have been classed as larger than that.
What about Ishtar then? Sorry.
Ishtar would have been humanoid, probably about the same size as some of you.
Okay.
So it's too small to be like a heart, like Beryl's heart. It's too big to be like Ishnir's heart, or like Phylacter or something.
Can I
hmm,
Oh, sorry.
I would recommend no one touch it.
Yeah. Well, my question was actually, can I try licking the ice just to see what it tastes like? See if it tasted like actual spring water, salt water, or if it tasted like frozen blue
I mean,
blood.
like there's other ice that is
Simon, your tongue
next
is
to the
gonna
heart.
get stuck if you
I
try
was gonna
to do
say, yeah.
I was going to swipe my fingers across the ice and taste it from there. I wasn't gonna just jump onto the ice waterfall and start licking like a
that. I
lollipop.
mean, it's better to prepare for the worst. So
I mean, fair. I have a track record, but I'm not
Yeah.
that bad.
Okay, so
I'm not. I'm not a
Debatable, but
whimsical
sure.
child.
when this heart is beating, it looks like it's beating something like ice cold, right? It's freezing the water around it, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, this is a vote, yay or nay, from the party, the players.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not gonna
I
vote.
can. So this heart is so probably twice the size of a human heart, right? So
Probably 3 to 4, but yeah.
3 to 4. So like maybe
Maybe the size of
25
a
centimeters across.
size of
and
like a
then
rugby
25.
ball.
Yeah. Okay. So that's less than 1 cubic foot. I can warm that heart with prestidigitation and
Or a
everything around
compliment.
it. Pardon?
Or a compliment.
I can warm the area around it, possibly and see what
myself out.
happens.
I thought it was funny, but okay.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. I don't know. I've been wrong before, and I will admit when I am wrong in the future. But a frozen Lich heart, well, a frozen phylactery heart in a frozen lake in the middle of Misery Central, less than 25 minutes walk from Torture.
Well, no, you've been
Church.
walking about an hour and a half.
Okay,
okay.
so let's call it within 5 miles of. Between Torture Central and Magic Circle Aros, there is a frozen giant heart in a lake somewhere. I would say, from context clues, probably not a completely cool guy. Like he's done
Hey, it's an icy heart. You could be chill.
I would have no qualms if someone said, "Can we pump a firebolt into this thing or put an arrow through it?" I think that would be a reasonable.
I can help with that part.
If you want, I
No,
can
you shoot
try and
cold
pump
arrows.
through and fight.
I wouldn't.
No,
recommend
my
touching
arrows
it.
aren't all cold.
Are they not? Oh,
No.
okay.
I
if you
can
do,
I can burn my hands through it.
I wouldn't recommend touching it.
I'm actually more curious how someone did this.
Well,
Yeah, like, how do
necromancy and
you can't just
abjuration.
rip
It's
your heart and put it in ice. That's
you.
Well,
Well,
Disneying it.
you could. There are things you can do with high level magic. There's the limit really is what you're prepared to do, not
What,
what you
really?
can and can't do. Yes, I mean you rip out your bones to form weapons out of them, Drac. Is it that unusual that someone might take their heart out to protect their life and keep it somewhere they think?
kind
no
of,
one
yeah,
needs it?
because I need my heart inside me to pump blood through my veins.
Yes, but if they were
Yeah,
to replace
but-
that with like an arcane engine, for example.
Yeah, but this guy might have ice in his fucking veins.
Well, I'm with Artron. Let's kill the heart. Besides, I want to burn.
How
my
do you
hands.
want to heart this?
Is there any like input? I'm not looking for them to like yay or nay it, but is there any input from the Silent Horizon? Or they remaining silent on the horizon?
Well, there's no horizon. She can't see shit. Kyrian would be a bit skeptical, just being like, I don't know if I want to touch it.
I don't want to touch it either.
No, yeah.
I'll
Galway's
happily punch it.
Galway's probably similar to what you did, like just looking at it, writing down, similar to you copying the runes, just like making a mental note, things like that. Ferris is like, I'm up to burn it. Oh, well, I don't want to burn it, but you can certainly burn it. I don't care. Leah and Juliet are ambivalent.
I'm not really interested in what Juliet has to say about it, if I'm being brutally honest. She continues to make crap decisions. Okay, so... I mean,
She's
what
there,
another thing we could also do... So the heart is alive, right? What you're telling me, the heart is alive?
It is moving. It is doing.
Singular...
It's grooving.
It's moving. It's
okay,
grooving.
So what you're telling me is this thing is alive apart from the things around it, and I can see it.
Yes, I'm scared of what that means.
Then, by that extension, it is a creature I can see.
I'll allow it that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. If we wanted to, I could remove it from the water, and we could smash it with a rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I guess.
Like I say,
Show
I'm happy
hands.
to burn through
And
it.
anyone who thinks this is not the correct thing to do, please show your hands now.
Mysterious giant heart beating in a waterfall. Destroy it.
Kieran's like,
Catch it on
I'm not going to raise my hand. I'm just going to take 2 steps back.
Yeah, same here.
Actually,
Okay. Well, no, I'm not asking you for you to do it. I'm saying if you think this is not the right course of action, say so.
No, I mean, I'm just.
I
Do
do find it weird that there's a part here at all.
No, normal.
Yeah, that's.
Artron.
I mean,
Artron, if you remove it from the ice, do you want me to crush it with a rock so you can take a step back? I'll be the one
it doesn't really bother me, to be honest. So
Just in
it's
case it
more, I want to
explodes.
make sure that we're in agreement that this is the right thing to do. Because if we take this heart out and it turns to be the heart of a benevolent Leviathan who brings wishes to young children and good dreams to all, and I've strong-armed you into this, boy, will I be bummed out.
I would like to point out, I highly, highly doubt that is the case. If that type of creature lived here in this shithole, then what the fuck is this world?
She like nods over to the lady we saved, whose name I forgot.
She's not from here. She's from.
Yeah, Tanith isn't.
She's been
Yeah,
here
she's
for a
from
while.
Bang
She's
on You
technically-
Begin.
I agree. This place is a shithole, and it's there.
Yes, yeah.
Okay,
We
but
could always come back later if we.
Artron
ever find out who
could-
this belongs to.
I'm trying to play a fucking game here, dog. Archron could be right because obviously, what was her name? Sorry,
Tanith, and it's they.
sorry. That Tanith. The heart of whoever. Okay, I'm really bad at explaining. This heart could be somebody like Tanith, who isn't here because they want to be here, but maybe they didn't put the heart here. Maybe somebody else did. I don't know. We don't know whose it is.
Well,
So
no, exactly. This is why I said so. Just to
Yeah.
make sure that everyone's understood the situation as I perceive it. The heart is from a presumably large creature. Imagine a giant. It naturally seems to be blue. So for the sake of discussion, let's decide it's an ice giant. Very similar to the ones we met in the Court of Creation near Crown Top, not Crown Top, the Summoner's Court. The heart itself has been removed and placed here. If you can see, there are sheer cuts on the heart. It seems to be pumping something. Let's assume for now it is water, and that is what is causing the frozen effect on this waterfall. The runes are in themselves nothing to be too concerned about. Necromancy and abjuration. Necromancy, I know, has a bad rap, not necessarily a bad thing. But let's just park that there for a moment. Abjuration is just protection. So yes, it looks like if a creature were to die, they would. It looks like to be reborn from this spot. If my research is correct, have I summarised that correct, Asher?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
how do you
so-
keep all that stuff inside your head?
I don't. I haven't.
He's got he's got a big brain. Keeps it stored somewhere else.
It's right on his glasses, on the inside of his glasses.
Yeah. So he pulls his sleeve down and he hides all the notes on his own. So
You cheated on the
situ-
test?
Yeah, that's the situation we find ourselves in. There are there are a few outcomes potentially if we destroy the heart. One, we remove the heart from the waterfall and the creature starts to recombine in front of us. Two, we bring the heart out, kill it. A creature far, far away continues, and when they die, they do not resurrect. Or three, unforeseen third circumstance.
Unforeseen third circumstance could potentially be monster in castle we're going to that will then repopulate over here.
What they what? Sorry.
Repopulate.
Okay, I thought that's what you said. Okay, that's not the word you're looking for, but good attempt. So yeah, I mean,
Reconstitute.
Yes.
I don't know which one of them say that. One of them does. Reconstitute?
Possibly. So yes, this type of magic isn't exactly a phylactery. It's phylactery adjacent. A faux lactery, if you will.
Protolactery?
Pardon?
Protolactery.
No. Well, see, the issue is, I at the moment can't tell. I said one moment. I'm just gonna look at something very, very quickly. I don't want to keep. It's fucking freezing outside, so I don't know if I really want to cast Identify. And
well, so you can't touch
object. Yeah. As I say, object. So I can always send Rayod in to do it, but I can't. I can't. I don't have it prepared as a spell. Okay, so I am going to remove the heart. Though it will obviously, this will be very disappointing if it does, but here we are. I am going to try to zip the heart out of the waterfall and place it. Who's going to kill it and with what?
I will kill it and I will shoot fire at it.
I will take the ring to Mordor.
I would recommend.
I don't have to hit it. I do.
No. Hear me out. I said, don't touch it with your hands. If I may, I would recommend your staff or your spear. No, your spear. Sorry.
I mean, I can do it with my spear.
Well, it's if you can help, by all means, yes. It's just that I don't want anyone to touch it with their hands until it stops beating, because it might be very, very cold, and there may be some kind of possession element to it.
It could give us the curse of Periphalon.
I've already had that today. It sucks. Okay.
No, you haven't.
Didn't I not have something?
That's the insane curse.
Oh, what did I have when I stabbed myself?
That was just like that wasn't it? No.
No, that was the bad vibes of Periphalon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So
Periphalon's bad breath.
Periphalon's bad breath. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna look at the heart. I'm gonna do two things. One, I'm gonna cast a spell message at it, and be like, "Hello, heart. Can you hear me? If you can, please give me 5 reasons why we should not kill you." Nope. Cool. Hey.
The heart actually respond with heartbeat noise?
No.
It does say a creature you can see, so I don't know.
I mean, I'm counting its creature for like spells, but I mean, it's not. I can't speak. It's not gonna mouth.
No, that's fine. So
I just thought that was funny.
Yeah. I'm gonna vortex warp it out.
Where are you placing it?
Well, these pair want to kill it, so I'll put it like within 5-10 feet of these pair.
Yeah, just like that.
No,
it lands on the ground.
A bit further away.
Okay.
I do want to see it though, so I'm not gonna like be here.
Actually, do the killing blows. Anyone still hurt from last combat?
Well, everyone had a short rest. Oh yeah, remember you guys had a short rest. If you didn't do that, you should have.
God spear stab. Go.
Go.
I stab it.
God spear go.
I stab it with my spear of the rising sun.
Okay, well, unless you roll a 1, you can't miss. Let's just see what you roll, because if it's a crit, obviously you do double. 26? Hey, you're fine. You're fine. Can I see the heart's pro? No, I'm kidding. That would give you advantage. But yeah, can you roll me damage?
It is 15.
15. Oh god, the 2-handed was so much lower.
Yes, but I wield it one hand because I need a free hand.
Yes.
It doesn't matter though, because it's always a D8 for me.
Oh yeah. But yeah, so you stab the spear into like the center of the heart. Obviously, it does a bit of fire damage as well. So you stab into it, and you hear that like wet, like sort of describe it, like that wet, like sloshing sound as you stab into it, and you watch from the point where the spear impacts, where that sort of radiant fire begins to burn. You see it almost begins to melt the interior of it, and within 10 seconds or so, you see as it mostly begins to like blacken, so the outside begins to blacken, the interior almost melts, and as you sort of release the spear from the heart, you feel as if it brings a chill with it as you pull the spear. Can you make me a con save?
Uh-oh. Yeah, that's a bad one. That's a 7.
That's a
Do I have
fail.
advantage because it's a god spear?
No.
Of the
This is not what you hit it with. With a 7,
It's
as a
chilly
fail.
rebuke.
Yeah, kind of. You get rebuked chillingly, and you gain 2
Jesus.
points of exhaustion.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
That's brutal.
So, do you want to race?
Not right now. I can feel it in my legs.
Jesus. Is it destroyed or is it still beating?
But the heart, after another 15 seconds or so, sort of melts and is gone.
Are you okay, Sudden?
I've all of a sudden become very lethargic.
Do you want me
And-
to cast Greater Restoration?
I mean, if you don't want to, that's fine. I do rely on my speed quite a bit. So I wouldn't mind it, but I mean, it's your high level slot. I'm not gonna ask you to do it if you don't want
Can
to.
I?
Yeah.
So you regain 1 point of exhaustion.
Speed back.
Mm. Oh, I'm
Disadvantage
I'm
on
back.
the Ability checks remains.
Yeah, including
Yeah,
dexterity,
but-
which is a kicker. But okay, but so this heart stopped beating, right?
It's gone, basically. It's melted, like ice would
Oh.
melt.
Okay. Is there anything left of it at all?
You can see a slightly wet puddle.
Oh, really? I thought the heart blackened and then the interior melted.
Yeah, so it's sort of blackened, and the bit that was blackening sort of then burnt away once it had nothing to like keep its form.
Well, that's interesting.
Mm. Is there a noticeable change in the ambient temperature?
Nope.
Does
Any
the...
change to the waterfall?
Yeah, I was literally about to ask.
No, there is not a change to the waterfall.
Well, I hope we don't come to regret that later. Shall we continue? I really want to rest.
Yeah, I agree.
Where
Yeah,
we
I
took the
agree
heart
with that.
from?
Yeah,
Before we do move on, is there like a hole in the ice?
there is like a bit of a hole in the ice where it would be. Yeah.
Can I examine the hole?
Ayo. It is a hole the shape of about the shape of the heart. There, I'll say there's nothing of much note there. It just looks like a hole in the ice.
Can I ask the more perceptive of our group, looking at you two, points at Sidon and Robin, and anyone from any of you from the Silent Horizon, particularly Canny with the old keepers?
Hey, I've actually got better perception now.
Oh, of course,
You
the Silent,
two-
you have expertise in it, don't you?
Yes, I do.
I think
Excellent.
Ferris has the highest of the Silent Horizon. Yeah.
Cast your eyes about. Can you see anywhere any indication of like a plaque, a sign that's please do not stab this heart with the spear of a god of the sun kind of vibe?
Are we doing?
Perception. Yeah.
Yeah,
Past
I
the
mean,
17.
22.
1 point exhaustion, so it's a disadvantage. Isn't it?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. 10.
Why has everyone got exhaustion? I don't think I have any.
I got it from the
Well,
cold.
it was the con
The cold.
save earlier.
Oh,
but,
okay. Right.
Anyone below
Also,
a 12
my
got it.
second roll was a nat 20 as well.
Ah.
Or 18.
So, other than Sidon, everyone else rolled pretty well. Looking
I did
around,
roll well, but I got
that's
disadvantage.
true.
From...
Well,
I'm not even going to bother rolling.
I mean, with a 25 and 23, you pretty much will see anything that is here, but nothing. There is no sign pointing to where the heart was. Say, please don't stab this. It's just
Hey, perhaps it was implied. I don't know.
that would be nice.
Cool. Cool. Okay, nice. Well,
We beat the
without-
heart puzzle.
Yeah.
I'm not.
How much
well,
XP was
I hope
that
we
heart
made the right
worth?
decision, but as it was a group one, and empowered by the champion of Solista, presumably we are on the right track. So she would punish you immediately if you do anything wildly stupid, correct?
I have done wildly stupid things.
I mean,
I
like
am
wildly chaotic and evil things.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Chaotic
so
and evil.
presumably what wasn't wildly
can-
chaotic or evil.
I can do chaotically good, which is great.
No, well, no, what I'm saying is, it's kind of a. I didn't. Really, this wasn't my intention. It's a little bit cruel, but it is a good way of deciding whether or not what we're doing is a good thing or a bad thing.
You have Sidon stab and see what
you
happens.
have to keep in
Like a
mind
canary
that
down the
her
line.
power is decreased
Mining
outside of the
canary.
mortal plane. And the
Sorry, Cass. What did you say?
Her power is her influence at least is decreased when outside of the mortal plane. So yeah.
Yes, but not so much so that obviously you're able to use your clerical powers here. If a power was completely taken away or wouldn't reach this realm at all, would you be able to channel your power? I don't know how it works with clerics.
I'm actually not sure.
I mean, in any there is no realm where the gods have no power. Like there are some where it is weakened. I mean, specific gods and stuff. But I mean, it is like I guess the Shadowfell would probably be the like divine opposite of like Solista. But I mean, there would still be some amount of power there. So I'm not going to be like, oh, you're into hell, you can't do anything. But like maybe with certain things, if I thought it was right, I would like maybe lower a check or give you disadvantage on something. But nothing comes to mind immediately.
Well, presumably, even if a power was diminished somewhat, if it were truly evil, maybe a divine wet willy. I don't know. Presumably, I don't know. Let's just hope that we've made the right decision. Yes. Okay. Well, lead on, O compass bearer.
Yep.
It's
Just,
still this way.
yep.
Has it moved at all? Like, have we changed direction at all?
I mean,
It's
if she moves the
impossible to tell.
compass, it moves. But I mean, you've been pretty much following as close as you can approximate straight this entire time.
Okay.
But yeah, so you continue on.
I think the compass is predominantly to get bearings because we can't see the sun, so we can't get like
Mhm.
an understanding.
So, Robin, you obviously good with the bow. I was meant to ask. Do you come up against many ice giants in your line of work? Perhaps she's muted herself.
Robin.
Sorry, the dog. Sorry, what was that?
Do you come across many ice giants in your line of work?
I mean,
If you're pausing
Yeah.
for me to give you input, there are ice giants.
because they're kind of around.
There are ice giants in the mountain areas that like in the mountains that you guys were sort of underneath in that ruined cave system.
Yeah.
There would be ice giants maybe around there. They're not common, but I
was
mean
thinking,
maybe
like,
you've seen.
Not trolls. What's the other one? Yetis.
Ogres? Oh, Yetis.
Yetis are relatively common. Yeah, you've definitely come
Yeah.
across the Yetis and probably had an encounter with them.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen Yetis. I've seen the odd giant.
Like you're probably not like gone up to one and been like, "Hey," and they'd be like, "Hey."
Yeah.
But you may have seen one. They're pretty big, hard to miss.
Mm.
Okay, interesting. And when you've encountered them, I've only encountered a couple of frost giants. Were they? Did you come across any with a particularly noticeable magical affinity?
I can make a history check, but I assume the answer's no.
You can make me a check. I'll give you disadvantage though.
Guidance.
I don't think it'll help. 6
Oh.
plus 4, is it?
A D4.
A D4.
Oh, 10.
10. I mean, maybe the giants you've seen have had magic, but you didn't get close enough to find out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we only came across that one in the one or two in the Fae. One of them I gave a pet octopus to.
Aww.
He was okay. No, the reason,
Oatmeal.
yeah, oatmeal. Yes. The reason I ask is obviously I don't come across many frost giants. I'm from warmer climes. Oh well. Sans Horizon, you're adventurous types. Have you come across anything like this before?
Kieran would say, I mean, I've not come across a beating heart in the ice, if that's what you mean. But I mean, I've come across ice giants around in Galador. I fought a zombie one once.
A zombie
was-
ice giant.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Well, not for me or the ice giant, but pretty scary. We dealt with it, but yeah, I mean, not something to just let wander about, because ice giants, while not great, sometimes they can be reasoned with a bit. That one was just I'm gonna kill you. Not good.
Okay, excellent. Cool and groovy, like a drive-in movie. So what we'll do then? Can we see any outline of this building, like that we're heading towards, or any other like noticeable?
You can only see like 25 feet in front of you, so I will tell you when it's in front of you.
Is it okay? So, since he doesn't have to be worried about it, about things hitting him, I'm gonna send Rayard a little bit off the beaten track. Like, is this waterfall? Were we walking along the river side of it, or did it come out?
No, it was you're walking sort of up an incline for a little bit, and it was just like a small lake at the top of that hill, which then led down into the waterfall.
Okay, and the waterfall didn't go anywhere.
No,
Like,
it was just
like
another
it
lake.
didn't
It
run
was
off
just
into a
another
river.
It was just another lake at the bottom.
So that is weird. What was feeding it?
Exactly.
Okay. I'm gonna send Rayard down, like, to have a look to see if that lake was fed from underneath, and then he can spoot about for a little bit around to see if there's anything interesting within about 300 feet of us, and then if not, he can come back.
The lake was a little bit deep, but it wasn't being fed from anything. And he can't really see anything in the 300 feet circle.
Okay.
It's all just nice and the same. But yeah, you continue on for another 25, 30 minutes. And this is when, Cass, you start to see with this compass that as you're moving a little bit, if you move a little bit to one side, you notice it's moving a lot more, which implies that you're getting closer. And as you're trying to spatially figure out the point, you all at very similar time see white, and then quickly coming out from the fog is a large ovoid structure formed of grey and white stone and giving off this chill. It's similar to the area around you, but it doesn't seem like the source is not strong enough to be the source. But like, there's definitely coldness to it if you like put your hand near the stone itself. But you look up and can barely make out. Sort of for those with slightly more perceptive, might be able to see a bit more through the fog. About 45 feet at the top of the walls. But you can see sort of maybe slightly above these walls or through cracks in the stone, like small cracks, you can see a number of these orange glows that are illuminating the interior. And there is a set...
Like torchlight
huge...
or eyes?
More like torchlight. But you see like a huge door that sits in front of you, carved from the same stone as the walls. And engraved, you can see images of what appears to be a king or a lordly figure with fur around shoulders, and like this crown that almost looks like it's formed and like carved intricately to look like a what's it called? Like it's made of snowflakes. You know how the snowflake pattern is always
the
unique.
Ice King from Adventure Time?
No, it's not.
Okay.
But you can see that king is sort of standing in the center with a circle of knights around, almost in a pose like kneeling, pledging themselves to like service.
Periphalon
Is he-
and his knights
but-
of Periphalon?
I don't know. Is he noticeably taller, like about 3 times the
Yeah,
height of these people?
person in the middle is noticeably taller. It doesn't look like it's perfectly to scale with some things, but person in the middle is noticeably like a lot larger.
Yeah, this could be the guy whose heart we just killed.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, you said we can see through into to cracks to the other
You
side.
can can't see through them, but in like small cracks in the stone, there is like a bit of orange light, which implies there's some light on the inside.
Okay. And how high are the wall? You said we like some of the orange
You
glow coming
can-
from.
Some about 45 feet up at the top of these walls. You can't
Okay.
tell how thick they are because you can't see the top.
The
Well,
door,
I'm
which is made out of the same material as the walls,
Yeah.
is it able to be moved, or does it look like it's sealed with magic?
As like a few of you approach, you do hear like it's not a creaking sound because it's stone, but like a sound of like it starts to like a shifting sound as you see the doors slowly start to open from open outwards towards you.
I think
we-
we're being invited.
Do we see anything inside?
I mean there's still fog, so we have to walk in.
So we can't. So the doors are open, but we can't see through them.
You can
I think we can only
you
see the lights in the distance.
Yeah, you can see like almost like in fog lights. You can see like there are lights there, there's like there, but you can't really make out anything because you will have to walk in and see a bit more.
So this isn't. We're not walking into an interior. It's
No,
literally
this
like
is not.
an
It's not.
actual wall.
The best thing to describe
Like
it is like a
Yeah.
courtyard, like a coliseum. Like there
Yeah.
is,
Okay.
it is like there's no ceiling to this building. If that makes
Okay.
sense.
Cool. I'm gonna send Porridge up and over, but I will walk through.
Cool. I assume all of you begin to
I'm
walk
going
in.
Yes.
Cool. So as the doors swing open and you walk in, as you sort of get.
Before we, as we do, are there any? You mentioned there was inscriptions of the lordly figure, but is there any writing on the door, like anything?
There isn't any writing on it. It's just that image. But as you walk in, you sort of see the fog almost part slightly as you enter, unless you see a bit more in this space. And as you walk in, you can see tiered platforms with stairs going up either sides, reaching sort of higher and higher towards a final balcony. And on that top section, illuminated by orange arcane runes, and looks to be like a portal light behind, is a figure, humanoid in size, perhaps like 5'11" ish, got sallow skin, deathly dark spots for eyes formed in a weather-beaten, pale grey-blue skull. You can see sort of strands of white hair that sort of fall down around him, and you see raises his hands, and one of which appears to be severed and formed with ice magic, like bluish magic. I'll change the map and then I will say something.
Is it Ishni? Wait, do we have his other hand on that staff?
No, you gave
No,
the stuff
Gethin's got
to
it.
Gethin.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
That's good.
but yeah, so as you're at the very bottom tier of this map. You see this figure looks down to you all and says,
How? Just to confirm before you
Yeah.
say, how far in are we? Because you said that we were making our way to the stairs. So
well,
are we,
you
are
guys
we
are probably
here or
you
are
are
we
in this
here?
like opening section. It's like as you walk in, you begin to see more, and that's when it sort of opens up.
Cool.
Let me
just
just
wanna
add
make
the just add the South Horizon in, and then I will speak.
Oh god, this is a big...
It is. I was gonna add fog, but I was like, for Woo's computer, I'll just have a big map and not the fog.
I was gonna be on it. That's cool.
But yeah, so you, this person, opens his mouth and begins to say, "How weary you must be after wandering in the way. But be patient. This portal is almost finished, and then we can all go back."
All right, Skeletor.
If I was doing Skeletor, I'd sound like this. Yeah, He-Man.
Who are you?
Well, aren't you curious? Well, you're walking into my home. I should ask, who are you first?
We're just a group of guys looking for a way home. And we came from another place. We got forcibly sent here.
Well, if you're not going to give your name, I'm not going to give mine. So, if you wait 10 minutes or so, I can get this portal complete.
Do you have anything to do with the heart in the waterfall outside?
You see, he was like turning to, go back to this portal, but as you say that, he turns back around, and says, "I know of the heart. It's not mine, if that's what you're asking. I know of it. I know of its creation. Why?"
No, whose was the heart?
You mean it's the heart?
Yes, who
Whose
did
heart
the
is it?
heart? Who does the heart belong to? It's a very difficult sentence to construct grammatically.
Well,
Usually, it's a very straightforward question.
well, you're not giving me any information. If you want to know what the heart is, I will have to ask for your names first.
Steve.
Can you make me a deception check? What is? I will roll quickly. I'm just gonna roll a d20. No, I'll do the GM roll. Hold on. Alright, do this again. Whisper. You see, I don't know
we're
how.
talking, so we're not shouting. I am moving closer, by the way.
Okay.
Just otherwise it's rude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, those steps you're walking up were blocked.
Yeah.
You.
I will also shout out that my name is Nodis.
Should also make me a deception check.
Remember, we have hero points. It could be Steve and Notice.
Yeah. Okay.
17.
I don't know how it works because it's a skull, but squints slightly, and says, "Well, I don't know if I believe you, Steve, but notice you'll know eventually what my name is."
What is the name
Is it?
other
Isn't
than...
it?
Well, what is the name other than a thing to introduce oneself as or be referred to? So really, Steve will suffice for this instance. How would you like yourself to be referred to? I'm assuming you don't want to be referred to as vaguely dead-looking creature.
I mean, you can just call me the host. You are walking
not really.
into my.
We've not been offered any refreshment, so very
Well,
poor host.
you are walking into my place of living, and I am offering you a way out of, as you say, a place you were forcefully taken.
So, journeyman then, taxi driver, lift giver, perhaps.
If you suffice, if that makes you feel something, then fine.
Uber driver.
I am Castel, by the way.
Gives a nod.
So
Giving
this
you an
Let's
apple then?
operate a good faith.
this gate of yours, taxi driver. This gate of yours, is this something of your own creation?
It is something I've been working on. Yes.
Okay, and
How far up can I walk before he
I'm assuming
stops?
about 30 feet
So
every
I'll,
interaction.
yeah,
Probably-
I'm gonna follow it as close to Watron as
I will say you
possible.
probably don't get much further than like this second, like tier. I guess like the middle of that.
So
I'll
So
just
this-
move all of you if you want.
this gate, this mode of transportation, I see it has a tree theme. It's a thing of your own creation. May I ask, where did you get the? Is this knowledge you found here, or is this knowledge you came here with?
Well, a bit of both. It's knowledge I have known for some time. It's knowledge that I've gathered. The tree theme is but a necessity.
Is that because I don't know if it's your world, but one of the planar maps, it could well be. 'Cause I might be getting it confused with the 9 realms, but one of them was tree themed, was it not?
The Feywild has like a big tree in the middle of it. That's probably the closest thing.
Oh no.
Doesn't look Fey in like creation or anything.
Can I see? And now I'm a bit closer. The runes on it. Are they in any language that I recognise?
They appear to be. I mean, you've seen a lot of them recently. Giant in some in like creation. They do appear to be. What's it? Conjuration.
May I approach the gate?
No, that will suffice for now.
Why not?
Well, because I want to make sure it all is perfect and not trying to doubt your skills, but I just prefer a little bit of breathing room. Breathing room. Just give me a little bit of time if you can be patient.
Mr.
Taxi driver. That's how he likes to
Skull?
be referred. Taxi driver. Remember, that's how he likes to be referred to.
Yeah, it doesn't matter whatever it is. If someone were to say destroy that heart in the waterfall, what would happen?
Well, I'm sure someone would have a pretty bad case of heartache, but
Very bad day.
yes.
And do you know the person who would have a bad day if it was destroyed?
Perhaps.
Are you
It's not
going to
me.
elaborate?
No.
But you did say you didn't know who it belonged to.
Nah, he's kind
Well-
of being vague on purpose because we're not given anything. What if I tell you our entire
One moment.
plan?
You said this will take us home.
Notice.
What is your name, soldier? Don't tell him, Pike. Yeah.
Don't tell him, Jonathan.
Yeah. So this gate of yours, you said it will take us home. How do you know where our home is?
Well, you said you were forcibly teleported here, and maybe I was assuming, but by the looks of many of you, you seem to be from the material plane, and that's where this portal set you. I'm not saying it'll take you specifically to like your front door, but I mean it'll take you closer than here.
Would it take us anywhere else?
I don't know. Perhaps.
Why
Like,
do
space
you
check
want
that?
to?
I'm sorry, that was two questions at once.
Go ahead, Silent.
Why
It's
do
noticed.
you? It's noticed. Why do you want to go to the material plane?
Well, because this is like my vacation home, and I'm getting a bit bored.
How long have you been here?
Sometime.
20
what-
minutes? 30?
What is the likelihood of us stumbling upon you as you are in the process of making a portal in this dead region?
Well, I've been making the portal for a while, so if you made it here, I mean, you'd probably find me working on the portal. Just so happens you found me near the end of it.
You were aware then of the castle keep, perhaps a better word for it.
I am.
The general direction. You obviously possess of some arcane skill. You never tempted to try to free those creatures kept there, or you were content to know they were there and know that they were suffering?
The second one.
Okay, that
Gives
that,
like
that was my
give-
litmus test for whether or not I feel
give-
bad about kicking his ass.
gives like a toothed smile as he says that.
It's a skull. That's all he can do.
Yeah.
Okay,
You know
and
what I mean? Like
Yeah,
a wide
yeah.
smile.
Yeah, double thumbs up.
Yeah. Finger guns.
Yeah. The I thought so. You in control of those feeble guards who
No, I'm not in
yeah.
control of them.
well, no, they're destroyed. But the
Well,
were you?
yes, but no, I was not in control of them.
Okay, and they're not even able to control those.
I believe. I mean, they had some semblance of free will. I don't really know.
And this is perhaps then why you're unwilling to give us your name, because
Perhaps. Well,
cowardice, shame.
I know you're trying to insult me, but it's not working.
No, I'm succeeding. I mean, all very like low attempts. But I just wondered why you are so reluctant, and why offer to take us home.
I don't know.
you're
Charity. I was being nice.
Charity was so
I, for one,
unconcerned with the
actually
creatures.
appreciate you're taking us home. Just-
No, so unconcerned
Yes, I
with
am.
the creatures that were
It's
being
not- no,
tortured
it's yes.
for years of relentless torture in the keep over there. You are happy to know and not care that they're being kept in, and yet when we arrive, you offer us a trip home. Is that presumably so we don't damage the gateway? Or
No, I mean,
yourself?
if the gateway's damaged, I can just remake it at another point. I was merely just extending out an offer that I was already going to do anyway, because I was going to leave. But if you're here, gives like a shrug. I'm just being welcoming.
Can I insight in?
Yeah.
I would like to do
That's
that too.
that's also
Oh,
what I would
22.
say as well. Lance,
Okay.
inside?
But I still have this advantage.
If you'd like.
18.
I also have disadvantage. 22.
One second.
We are so insightful.
Yeah, pretty insightful.
Okay. How do I describe this? Cass, you're a bit confused. This guy's using a lot of big words, and he's like,
My
you're,
deception check, by the way, I just realised I had disadvantage. It would have been a 7.
It's. Oh yeah, okay. Either way, but yeah, Cass, you're getting a bit confused. You're pretty tired. It's like, what is this guy talking about? What's this bitch on about? For Archeron and Sidon, you're like, he's definitely got some sort of ulterior motive. Just the way, like his confidence, his sort of dodging of questions is obviously very weird. He's both letting you do something, but also not telling you basic information. You know what I mean?
But
So there's
in
clearly
tit for tat, we're also not telling information.
yeah.
So
Like he's clearly got some sort of ulterior motive, but you can't read what his game is.
Here's a question to the group.
Mhm.
This is out of character, obviously.
Mhm.
Do we... Obviously, like, this guy's not a nice person.
Mhm.
Presumably, Sidon, you want to punch him in the face, right? I don't... Basically,
Yeah.
I can break
That's
the
not
gate
the question.
pretty
The question
easily.
is, what do you want to do? And the answer
Well, I
is
can
always
break the
what do you
gate pretty
best.
easily from a distance.
He did say it would
Without-
take about 10 minutes for him to like
I-
finish it.
Finish it.
I
Yeah.
will say, so personally, this guy's shady as fuck, but he's also in this weird category for Sidon where he doesn't truly understand him, and at that point, things he doesn't understand.
So
doesn't
that's why I
necessarily-
asked him about whether or not he was happy for those people. Like, he was content for them to be tortured.
Yeah,
and he
Sidon would
was
also
happy
like to
for
go
them.
home, so he doesn't want the gate to be
Well,
destroyed.
okay.
I'll just make this thing
You
bigger
could
so you
wait
can
him
stay. Just
to open the gate and then deal with him.
Or we could deal with him, and then I could try and fix it. We don't have to worry about him slipping through it.
Or we could all slip through it, and then we deal with him on the other side.
We don't know if it'll dump us out in the same place. We don't even know if we can travel through it. It might kill us.
I
We
think
have no idea.
I think we can travel through it. I think you're just emotionless and numb to all the torture. Or there's probably a reason for the torture. But either way, I think I don't think he's above board, but I think he will actually drop us in the material plane. I don't think he's a liar in that regard. He's just keeping...
So you
just
want
lying
him,
of a
you want him to finish the gate and let us walk through it?
Yeah.
Okay. That's
To be
not
fair,
an answer I would have
that's
predicted you giving me.
mine. That's
Oh.
mine. I don't know what everyone else is feeling.
Okay.
I'm always I'm always down to clown. If we fight him, I'm fighting him.
That is why I asked, because I would not have predicted you would have said that. I thought you'd want to stop.
no,
him
neither would
straight
I actually. I was surprised.
Is this
He weirds
character
me
growth?
out, and that when no, it's not character growth. Like, if you're overtly an arsehole, Sidon's gonna punch you. If you're a monster, Sidon's gonna punch you. If you're a weird skeleton that's being vague as hell, Sidon gets confused. He doesn't know what he wants to do in this
Trying to
situation.
hurt himself in confusion.
Yeah. It's when you're an
Don't
overt
tell Asher this.
arsehole.
Don't tell Asher this. He's just going to be vague constantly now.
Every person you encounter now is going to be vague. I'm not even going to come up with their names.
And that was the last time we ever got a straight answer in this campaign.
I'm going to answer every question with a question.
He's going to say shit like, but what are answers but doorways to knowledge?
Run that down.
The DM will remember that.
I'm going to say if Artron is completely sure he can repair the gate if we do.
No, I didn't. I said maybe. But
Galilei said, who's, I mean, obviously this is both kind of in and out of character. Galilei would look to Archeron as, you know, you'll be trying to figure this out and just whisper to you. I mean, if I can give you a hand as well, between two of us, I think we might be able to fix it if we want this bone guy back in the ground.
I'm just a little bit skeptic because you keep saying maybe and possibly.
hey,
Well, I can't say for
I
sure.
can't
so-
guarantee you'll hit him.
Hey, look, if we have two maybes from two different wizards, then at that
That's
point,
at
they
least
cancel out.
75%.
That's
Yeah, they
definitely a
cancel out and
probably.
it becomes 100. Yeah, that cancels out and becomes 100%.
Can't we just wait for this guy to make his portal and we can go through it after him? So we see.
What
that
if
he doesn't
him
die?
being on the material plane is the thing that we need to avoid?
What if he's the savior of the world and we doesn't know it?
If he's the savior of the world, why is he content to let people be tortured in less than 2 hours walk from where he is?
I don't
And he
know.
clearly
Maybe
isn't
he's
bothered by
weak
the
as
code.
fucking can't deal
Hey,
with blood or something. I don't know.
Hey, skeleton man,
Yes.
So you said this is like your holiday home. Do you normally reside on the material plane? Where's your regular home?
Well, for some time this has been my regular home, but I'm excited to go back and see the sights.
Right.
Another
How old are you?
Oh, I'm not entirely sure.
18 plus.
Pretty old, but I honestly don't know the exact number.
Mm-mm. And what region did you hail from originally?
Galador.
Okay. That's good news. And were you a great wizard in the past?
Some would consider me a great wizard, yes.
Do you have a portion of your soul stuck in a jar?
No, that's barbaric.
Where'd you keep
Do
your
you
portion
have-
of your soul then?
Within me? What do you want me to say?
Are you a lich?
Well, that's a bit of a rude question to ask someone you don't even know their name.
You won't give. We have asked.
No, I know,
Okay,
but I've also asked.
in fact, no, you are completely right. You're completely right. How very rude of us. If you give us your name, then we can address you properly.
He,
I'm just waiting for he to say Steve.
yeah, somehow when you said your fake name, you said my real name.
Steve the
Oh my
Archer?
God.
No!
Yeah, this is his final form.
As a
Uh,
child, he yearned for the mines.
between worlds. He says, "Well, I'm not going to give you my name until you give me all of yours. So, no."
But what about
Why?
the lich
I already
question?
gave
Are
my
you a
name.
lich?
I mean, I could be. I might not be.
Whilst
I-
we're talking, is he still trying to fix his portal, or is he just stood there like?
No, he stood there. You get the sense, like when you're doing ritual, he needs like focus to do it.
Okay, right. You could have got back to fixing your portal if you just gave us your name a few moments ago. This is dragging us out unnecessarily.
Well,
thought you were keen to get back.
I can wait. You all seem like you need to get back more than I do.
I'm perfectly fine to wait for a little while. It's cold, but it's not that bad.
I'm gonna whisper to Archer and just go, hey, if we give him our real names, I mean, if we do kill him, what's the harm in giving our real name? It's not like it's
Because-
fake.
We don't know what power over that. If there are spells that if you know the true name of a creature, you can command it. You can force it to. You can force domination.
Cass has already gave her real name to him.
Yes, but then Cass may be a wisdom cast, but doesn't necessarily make her a wise person.
But doesn't
Mm.
do they need like our full legal name, or can we just give our first name?
How much information do you require?
I simply asked for your names to address you.
Yeah, I'm.
And we
I'm
asked
Drac.
for yours.
Yeah.
Yes, I know, but this is my place, so it's only.
Is it yours? Because it's fallen to rack and ruin a little bit. You've not taken very good care of it.
Well, yes, I don't really care about it, but this is the place that I reside for now. So, and I have control over it. So when you entered, I asked for your names.
Looking around, how many people would this fit in? Like, is it like
Oh,
a football
decent.
pitch bigger? I mean, like, in fact, it probably would be bigger than a football pitch. Just this part of the map. But is this like?
Oh no, this
all
is
of
the
it, or
entire.
it
This is pretty much
all
all of it. Yeah,
Right. Okay. So
maybe
Obviously
extends
it's very-
slightly further, but this is pretty much it.
obviously it's like very grand. Are there any like offshoots to it? Like any parts of it that are like behind the walls that we?
I mean, there are like these walkways that sort of go up to the walls, like top of the walls. You would have guessed. You can see like the edges of what would have been like what are they called? Crenellations, like a castle.
Mm.
But a lot of them aren't like there anymore or broken or something like that. But no, this appears to be most of it. There might be something beneath you, but you can't see it.
Does the place where he's making his gate?
Yeah.
Does it? He's been like at this for a while to repair the gate. Does it look like a gate that would have been in the Convoker's Hold? Is this a prison for the
No.
Convoker's Hold?
No, this doesn't look like it would be in the Focus Hard.
Okay, no worries.
The only similarity is that they're both portal/conjuration type thing.
Wasn't sure if he may have been imprisoned here.
I'm gonna be. I want to give them the name of all that's on Horizon.
I mean, I am already giving my name.
Are you going to give them as your name, or just
No.
their
I
names?
would say. Well, how about half and half? We give you half of our names, and you give us the first half of yours, and I just need to rattle off the on Horizons.
That's so mean.
I mean, that's not what I asked, so no, and I didn't agree to that. But hello, and he gives you he says their names.
But you have my name. You have not D's. You have gestures to those chumps, and Cass's and Drax. So really, you're only missing 2. I'm gonna turn around to look at Robin and Slab.
Robin's sort of not hiding, but not wanting to approach this guy. I think she'd be like at the back.
I'm going to just I want to see if there's a reaction in his face when I say the name. Do you know Ishnir?
He goes bone white.
Boner white, more like.
The expression doesn't change. He doesn't stop. He doesn't stop blushing.
Ooh.
Does its skeleton eyes that have already canonically squinted widen?
Can you make me an insight check?
Disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, motherfucker. 22.
No, you don't see any expression change. Now, if you could all be patient, it will be about 10 minutes, as I said. I can get this finished and we can all get out of here.
What happened to your hand? I wait for him to get really, really close to picking something up before I asked him. Like, the last possible moment to distract
Well, I
him.
mean, he's got like oh, okay, I see what I thought you were the man trying to pick something up with his non-hand, or with his magic hand.
You know what I'm saying? It's like he's waiting for someone to sit down before you ask him for a cup of tea, kind of thing.
Yeah, okay. He. I'll say, yeah. He doesn't. He like pauses for half a second and just keeps doing what he was doing.
Okay, so
While he's doing that, can I look around?
I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna walk up there and see what he does. Yeah, I'm just walking up there.
Can you please be patient? I know you're moving.
No.
Can I do?
Careful, Altron. We don't want to accidentally trigger it. Altron, wait. Altron, just hold
that's
on a
rubble.
minute because.
Yeah, but surely I could progress it at some point, like softly.
It'll be pretty like. I'm not saying like it's gonna fall, but I'm saying you'd have to like spend more time. I mean, I might, if you're doing it quickly.
Will it take me 10 minutes to cross it?
No.
Altron, just wait before you go up to him, because if he's already asked us to stop, if you keep going, he may just blast you in the face. He's an unknown entity. And
Yeah,
I
or
can't
send
believe
you
I'm the
somewhere
one
else,
saying this. This
Can't believe you don't want to fight him. Like,
hey,
okay.
look.
You want to kill the
they're
unknown heart in the middle of a waterfall, but the clearly evil-coded guy who has been relentlessly setting up a portal to the material plane from a place of absolute misery less than 5 miles from a torture castle, you're okay with. I just want to make sure I'm understanding.
No, I'm not okay with it. I want to be, like, careful. It's crazy I said that.
Maeve would be proud.
Just
and
saying,
so
just
telling her
because
this.
you look evil doesn't mean you are evil.
No, I know. This
Probably
is
evil.
his
He's
test, I
probably
suppose.
evil.
I mean, it was the lack of action, the implied consent of the torture, which kind of coloured it for me. But yes, Archon
would
is.
you go into the castle alone?
If now, yes, I think I would. Could you sit there knowing that people were there and you did nothing to help ever?
I would more be concerned that I would probably be dead before I leave that castle, but
So you wouldn't attempt it at all?
I would probably try to get help, but
But he's not done any of that. He's content to wait.
how do you
and
know?
focus
Have
on
you
something.
asked him?
I did ask
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
He was very much. He didn't care.
Okay, still.
The only reason he's offered us a portal out of it is because he was already making one. Is the implication?
Yeah, I don't see that as a bad thing, but
You see, as Archer, you're like climbing up the rubble.
I will stay close to Archeron just to be on the safe
Mhm.
side.
You see, he like obviously knows you're doing it, and he just like sighs, like puts his head down and says, "Fine, I was trying to be nice, but if you're not going to listen to me, then okay." Frau! And you see he shouts and like sort of puts his hand up, and you watch as hold on, where is it in my notes? You watch as sort of appearing from the snow in this like burst of energy is this very large here it is, hold on. There we go. This very large looking ice giant. It appears to have this sort of
Scar around the heart.
no, but I'll get to that in a second. It appears to have this like obviously like the giant tattoos on him. Has this sort of ice effect around it that appears to like as it breathes, the effect like gets like more powerful and weaker. But you can see around its like where the heart would be, there is this like darkened patch, and its breath appears to be slightly ragged. Doesn't like do anything at this moment in time, but the what did you call him? The taxi driver does say, "Now, if you just step back, we can all still be friends and we can all go back. Please."
Why?
yeah, I would also say that we step back because I don't want to fight that thing. Sorry, giant.
Why? Because I'm doing you a favor by helping you get out, and I'm asking nicely.
Why? Just for context, I appreciate that we've not given you a lot of information, so I think I will fill in some context for you here. We're from the material plane, and from context clues, you've not told us who you are or why you're creating this gate, other than to get there. I hate to judge a book by its cover. You do not look like a good person. You won't tell us who you are. You summon a giant to prevent us from getting any closer to this thing, and therefore my assumption is that you are going to the material plane with ill will, and I am prepared to try to stop you from doing that. If you can convince me you are not heading there with ill will, then perhaps we can, as you say, all be friends, and I'll be happy to step back. But since you've given me nothing to work with, I can only assume that you have malice in mind.
I am heading to the material plane to, what's the best word? Gather my things, because it's been some time since I've been there, and I would like to get my stuff back. More I will not say, because you are not saying more.
What more would you like? Why are you so keen to have our names? What things are you looking to claim?
That is a very good point.
I am not looking to do anything with your names other than address you properly.
I will admit, Ardron's right. It seems weird that you're so adamant to address us properly before you even give us any information.
Now we have
we
Archer's name
told
as well.
you.
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean, I don't mind. It's funny.
Shit.
It's
Fuck.
fine.
I think at this point he's got everyone's name but Robert and Slab.
Robert and Slab, yeah. Yeah.
I think he's right. Like, we told you we came here without any mean. We were forcibly transported here. That's all we know about the place and all we have in terms of information. We aren't here doing anything. We got transported here and we want to go home. That's it.
However, us wanting to go home, well, speaking for myself alone, me wanting to go home is not as a driving a factor in this as me wanting to protect my home.
That is true.
Once again, I'm not going to head to the material plane, and as soon as I get there, I'm not going to start killing people and, as you put it, doing bad stuff. I am simply trying to recollect my things and retrace my steps.
What things? Flattery?
No. Again, you're really assuming I'm a lich. I'm...
No powerful spellcaster, skeleton.
You have given us no information for which to work from, and you refuse to give us any more, indicating to me you don't want us to have the information because it's your intentions are nefarious. So it's very hard for me to believe that you are going there with no ill will and to not do things that I would prevent you doing. Are you able to understand what I'm saying to you? Is that penetrating your skull? Is that reaching you in there? Hello?
Yes.
Well then, so can you give me something back?
He, pop off, Queen. Sorry, she said that, she just immediately made me think that for some reason. You see, puts rubs his forehead, where his hairline would be, and says, "Fine. Sort of then turns around properly because he was still staring at the portal as he was talking before. Turns around properly and says, "Well, as you have insinuated, I guess, my name is Ishnir, but I assure you that I'm not going to the material plane to start killing. I'm trying to find what is mine. I have a few things that I wasn't able to take last time, so I'm just trying to get a few things back."
Would one of them be your staff?
Well, I mean, perhaps if it's there, I don't need
With
it.
your
I would
hand.
like it. I mean, this is fine. He puts his hand up, and it's obviously got the sort of see-through magical hand. This is fine. I mean, maybe I'd like my hand, but I'm not that worried. I really just need to get my things.
What?
And then
Things.
what will you do when you get these
Well,
things?
what things? I would like my cloak. I would like my ring. Yeah, I mean, pretty much just that. And I mean, yes, the stuff, but I assume since you've mentioned it, you probably know where that is. So, I mean, it's probably not where I think it is.
So his cloak and his ring and his staff. So, can I
Stuff
make
is a hit or miss.
Yeah, the staff we know where that is. The cloak and the ring specifically. Can I rattle that through my old think tank?
I'm gonna say no because I think you have, because before this campaign you've had you would know who Ishnir was.
Okay.
So I will say before, and I've not mentioned it beforehand. I'll tell you that. So I'll say no. You cannot think of where that might be.
And
No, not
this
where they
ring
are.
you're-
What they are.
No, same answer. No.
this ring of yours, is that your phylactery?
No, it's not phylactery. It's basically like the
You can
Book
make
of
anything
Vile
a
Darkness
phylactery.
and the Eye of Vecna.
I mean,
Yeah.
you keep asking about this phylactery. No. If I wanted to keep a phylactery safe, I wouldn't, put it on a ring that I'm wearing, or trying to find.
So your cloak and your ring,
Yes.
Staff, I'm not really sorry to tell you, has been sent to be destroyed, along with your hand. Your
Mhm.
cloak and your ring. Why do you want them so badly?
Because I like to have my stuff.
Why is it only taking you now to get this stuff?
That's because it's been building the game.
Yes, because it's taken me time to make this portal.
Well, how did you get here to end up building the portal?
So many questions. Let's just cut this bullshit. I know no matter what I say, you're going to try and kill me, so let's just fight. And you see, as he says that, he puts his arms up and begins to summon, I'll say Arctic energy. And I will ask you to roll initiative, but we will take a break. As Ishnir begins to raise his hands and very almost begrudgingly is like, fine, I'll fight you. The first person to react to this movement I guess, do you guys want to activate your boon? I assume it's the temp HP one.
That's a good point, actually. There's one that gives us resistance to spells as well. Isn't that the same one?
That's
Yes.
the one with the temp HP, yeah.
Oh,
What's
what's
Robin's-
fire damage as well?
Robin's-
There's a different one, but I mean, since you haven't brought up changing it, I assumed you
You have to
hadn't.
change it on a long rest.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Okay, so Robin is there. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think that's...
Wait, what's the number,
use it.
Beth?
18.
Okay, I'm just gonna have you go before Kieran because it's easier for me if it's 2 and 2, not 3. Okay, so you activate it. You all gain. Is it 10?
25.
25. Yeah. So you all gain 25 temporary hit points and advantage on. Well, you have those temp HP. You have advantage on saves against spells. I think. Is that what is it? I can't remember.
Or charmed.
No, it's
Other
and
magical effects.
And okay, yeah. So it's not or. Sorry, it's not while. It's and. So for 4 rounds, you have that. Cool. And going first then is Drac.
Yeah, Drek is just gonna sigh and be like, I didn't want to do this, but you guys just need to keep pushing. They attack, right?
I just need to look at all these character sheets. Cool. I was just trying to figure out the order that I need to look at them.
I can go there, that's good. So I will go up to here.
Mhm.
And then I will, as a bonus action, can I activate the crossbow instead of?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will pull out my crossbow and activate the lightning on it.
Cool.
And I take. Where is it there? Oh,
Oof.
8 damage.
Oh.
Like that, and then I will shoot at this huge giant guy.
Go for it.
There we have the crossbow. 24.
24 will definitely hit.
Nice. So 12 piercing and 7 lightning.
19. He is not resistant to any of that.
Julio. Fire again.
Mm-hmm. Reload! Mm-hmm.
Then take 9 piercing and 7 lightning.
Cool. 2 shots impact, and obviously he was already sort of breathing very raggedly as he appeared, but he does take those, and they do appear to affect him as you expect.
Cool. Let's see. Yeah, that is my turn.
Cool. Ferris is going to run up and make 3 attacks on the giant. Miss, hit. Max damage though on the hit. So he misses the first 2. His claws can't get through the thick skin of the giant. But on the 3rd strike, he like sort of forces into it and sort of cuts the giant's sort of like shin and calf, and it begins to like burn as he does it. And then he's gonna look to who will he look at? Yeah, he'll look to Kyrian and just say, he's weak in the knees. Which is just a bonus that he can give. Cool. Leah is going to 2 attacks with her crossbow. Yeah. She is going to sort of kneel here and aim up with her heavy crossbow. And is going to make an attack against him. Natural 20.
A lot of green dice there.
I know, right? This is going to be a lot of damage. No, this is going to be a lot.
Are we going to one-shot the giant before he connects?
I mean...
It is potentially, he goes last in initiative nearly.
He is pretty, yeah. I mean, I'll tell you, you guys breaking the heart did significantly, because spoilers, it was his heart, did significantly reduce his starting health. So she, as she shoots, she loads in a bolt that appears to have lightning runes throughout it. And is going to shoot him. This is going to be a lot. So it's 15 plus, because she is a rogue. 36 points of damage. And as she hits, the that's a lot of damage. The lightning courses through the giant, and he watches his muscles sort of spasm a little bit, and he cannot take reactions until his turn. Is that her? That was only her first attack. Jesus. That one. That's you know what?
Hey.
You know what? That's fair.
That's fine. Yeah.
She is gonna just move a little bit. I think she started like 5 from that. What's her movement?
Rogue
30.
Rogue multi-attack is scary.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
she's
she's-
sneak attack once, haven't we?
Yeah,
She's just gonna
but
move up to
still.
here. She will. She doesn't really need to use a bonus action. That will be her turn, Robin.
Just before that, can I just retcon one thing?
Depends on what it is.
I want to draw my Black Fang in my offhand.
That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I do that. Then that's it.
Can I see the giant?
Yes. Unless you were at the bottom, like the very bottom, you can probably still see him from the bottom, but just maybe half cover. But yeah, you can definitely see him.
Because he's a giant, right?
Yeah.
And you're on the low ground. If you're looking up, then the target you'd be aiming at is the head. This is all headshot. That's why she got a crit.
That's
why
actually
she
kind
got
of. Yeah.
And why she missed the second time, because it's hard to hit the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, he like flinched back and like hit the head.
Yeah, the lightning made him flinch. Oh, yeah, go for it, Beth.
I will favored foe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, if I hit, when you hit in a creature,
It's like Hunter's Mark, but not Hunter's Mark.
Yeah.
It
so
only
I
works
will
on one attack.
Around.
attempt to hit him.
The giant.
Yeah. That's the wrong. Ignore that. I got my bow back, didn't I?
Yes.
Let me remove that one.
I mean, you can use that roll. It hits, but just it hits either way.
Hey, nice.
Yeah, there you go. It hits.
So I will favored foe.
So it's a D6 or a D4? I cannot remember.
I think it's
D6.
D6.
So that is
Okay.
3, and then.
Oops, I literally just typed the wrong number. 16.
19.
No, I already did the 3. That's why I said 16.
Yeah.
Obviously your cold cuts
Cold.
through it. No, okay, her cold cuts through it.
Oh, nice. Like Elemental Adept.
A little bit, yeah.
And then I will do it again.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get the favored foe on this one, unfortunately.
Yeah. 28 will hit though.
With that one, can I? Where is it? Why it's so hard to find things. I have. Where the hell is it? It's probably not something. Shoot. Can I see his leg?
Probably you maybe see his upper thigh.
Okay, I'm gonna aim for that for the second shot.
Just as well, and this is really gamifying it, you can hit your favoured foe with every attack. It's just you have to spend another resource for it. Just concentration, so you can drop it and do it again, and then keep it for your next attack as well, like the next round. But you would burn through that otherwise. Not stellar resource.
Yeah. I'm gonna use one of my weapon techniques.
Okay.
And I'm gonna shoot him in the thigh. And it means his movement speed is halved until the end of his next turn.
Okay, I will just say it's fine because it's the first time you're using it. You usually call it before the attack, but that's fine.
Wait, it says on if you.
No, I know. I think that one is worded weirdly. But
yeah, I asked about this as well because I noticed it on one of my weapon attacks.
I think in the actual feat, like in the thing, it says when making an attack you can call it, but it's not in the individual ones because I copied them all.
Yeah, as part of the attack action, you can rattle a creature's sentences.
Yeah.
So,
but
on
I
a
mean,
successful hit is what it says. So.
Yeah. So it's 17, and then his movement speed's halved.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. As a legendary action, at the end of your turn, is that the end of your turn?
Mm-hmm.
As a legendary action at the end of your turn, Ishnir is, you see, he lifts his hands sort of up in a, I don't know, like sort of fingers down, like stretching almost the fog around. You watch as he then moves his hands apart, and from where he's standing, this rift sort of begins to form in his hands, which then moves and forms, 15-foot radius. Oops,
fuck.
Oops, that. So can every creature in that radius, so that's Drac, Cass, and 3 of the Sun Horizon members. Yeah, that's fine. Can you make me strength saves?
Oh, fuck.
Oh no!
15.
I'm so fucking tired, dude.
Galahad's not going to succeed this, is she? Nope. And then it's Kieran. Did I do Kieran's? I don't remember.
No,
I did.
I assume Kieran. Wait, what? Kieran has.
No, I was. Yeah.
I was going to say Kieran doesn't have a plus.
Everyone fails.
Even
So-
18 fails?
yeah.
Weesh.
So as he does that, this rift opens in that center point, and it sort of spills out this heavy mist that begins to pull you in. So obviously, so you all fail. So you are all pulled towards the center, and you take 1 second. All of you take 19 points of cold damage.
That's a terrible roll for 4d10.
It's one less than average.
So it's what is it?
Half is 9.
Yeah, then I take 9 because I'm.
Carrion also takes 9. The rest of them are 19. It wasn't a. Yeah. Cool. That is the legendary action. Kyrion's turn. She is going to. Oh, we had 10 HP. Hold on. Sorry, I got that wrong. I forgot. He
You can't
is.
see his 10 page.
No, I know. But I can, and I just forgot. He is going to. Yeah, he's just going to run up to the giant, I think. Yeah.
Fuck them up.
Oops. He's going to run up to the giant. There we go. And is going to take 2 attacks with his blade. Yep. 28 will hit. For 13 slashing, and then he will do it again. 25 will hit for. Oh, wait a second. That was a 19. His weapon crits on a 19 or. Oh no, I lied. Not against this. It does only sometimes. Not with this. But that's 14. Yeah, when he really wants to do something. For those 2 attacks, Kyrion's turn. Ishnir.
Eep.
He is. So he starts to step back, but as he does, he raises that arcane hand and releases. Just to save you asking, this isn't a spell.
I don't have a counter spell prepped.
Never
I was
mind.
only asking for Galilei if we're
Yes.
on a fighter.
But he raises his hand, and 3 blasts of frost energy fly out. One's going to be at Archeron, one's going to be at Sidon, and who else? You can't really hit anyone behind the giant. Let me just see. The last one will be at Slab, because Slab is just within range. So
He has literally done nothing.
exactly.
Join in!
So I'll do it in that order: Archeron, Sidon, Slab. 24 to you, Archeron. It's gonna be a lot of damage. So you take 23 points of cold damage. Can you make me a con save? Okay, you take half of that. You take 11. And you can make me a con save.
Yep. Oof, 4.
4. So until the end of your next turn, you are considered slowed, as if by the slow spell.
Is there another first one? I need to remember something like that.
This will be at Sidon. 33 to hit. That's 18 points. Can you also make me a con save?
Okay. It's not too bad. I can try. Let me just mark the damage here. Minus 18. Come on, big money, no whammies. Why?
Failed, so
14.
you are slowed. This was against Slab. 19.
Yeah.
So you take 21 points of cold damage, and can you also make me a con save?
This is still classed as the exhaustion thing, is it? So,
How many points do you have?
1.
No, so it's
Not
that's
seven,
just
so
ability
it's only
checks, yeah, so you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah. 7, so you're also slowed, as if by the slow spell. I will just post the wording if
21.
anyone wants to see it. Or is it? There you go. And then, as he is moving back, he moves to about here, so he can. Can he? No. He moves to about here, so he can see a little bit more. And after releasing those that frozen energy, you watch as he reaches up towards the sky and pulls his hand down, and he is going to cast a spell. 20-foot radius.
I think I know where this one is going.
Go on then.
In this
I don't
area
want to
here.
I'm just trying to
Yeah,
get
close,
as many people as possible.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
20 foot, you said, right?
Yeah, so that. Can everyone within that radius, which is a lot of me, make me. What was it? Dex saves.
Dirty 20.
Yes. Oh, wow.
Hey.
Cool.
Plus
I'll
11.
just, for a second.
Yeah, my dex is.
He
Yeah.
has the highest dex in the game.
They also.
I have wisdom 20 and
Blood
my
Hunters.
is plus 9.
Blood Hunters
Yeah.
get to add, at a certain level, they get to add their Hemocraft modifier to their
Oh.
what's like physical saves. That's why Lorelei is so high as well.
Actually, I wonder what loose dex save is.
Yeah,
25.
Lewis on dex.
25 for Carrion,
Loose dex save is also 11.
13 for Leah,
But that's because of magical items.
10. Nice, just getting worse. 14. So that was everyone in that radius. You did roll pretty well, but 20 is a fail. So everyone in that zone fails. What is... There it is. So you all take 8 bludgeoning and... Wow. That's crazy. 8, so you take 16... So 8 bludgeoning, 8 cold. That's crazy. I rolled 8 on 4d6. And that area is currently difficult terrain, that circle. So... Hold on. 4... 8... And then 16 for everyone else. Uh, 16. Oh, the wizard's not having a fun time. Does she? She has advantage on dex saves. What was the other roll? She would have had the +2.
I'm guessing.
Well, she would have
this
failed
got
anyway.
Like magical effect or something like that.
Oh, God! It is a
Just
magical
you have
effect.
advantage.
Yeah, you would. I mean, that's true. It would have been magical effect. So you two can roll again. We'll see if you get 20. If you get higher.
24.
Yeah. So Drac, you succeed.
Yay! That
Wait, was the
was
20 not a
nice.
success?
No, 20 was not a success. Cass, you can roll your save again.
Yes.
Never mind.
So I take
Just to check, was the Constitution save also magical effect? Because I could really do without being slowed.
I guess it would. I guess it would be. Sorry, I completely forgot.
So,
With 18, I don't think that
it
passes.
doesn't really
Still
matter.
fails. Still
Yeah.
fails. James, you can re-roll yours if you want to as well, or if you roll.
Oh,
So
yeah,
what do
sorry,
I have? 15 to 8, 7.
Well, no, it's 16 altogether.
No.
Yeah, no. 16 altogether because it was 8 cold, 8 bludgeoning. But that is. Oh yeah, sorry. So as Ishnif, that is his like main turn. Where the fuck is his stopper? You watch as he finishes casting those spells, and then you see as above him begins to form this arcane hand similar to like his. This clearly isn't like arcane hand like the spell, but like it's a magical hand that sort of floats above him and sort of is growing in strength with every passing moment. But that is his turn. Slab.
Yes. How hurt are they looking?
Focus on damage in a minute. I don't think anyone's that hurt, are they?
I mean, Galilai's taking a. She's a wizard. She doesn't have that many hit points, but I don't know how much you care about them.
People who we care about.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I'd do damage to him if you can.
Yeah, in
Really
the
poor damage on both.
This guy here.
Yeah, or the giant.
either one. Yeah.
We've not figured out any resistances yet, have we?
I'm going to assume cold.
Assume
I guess.
ice. Yeah.
Yes,
sure.
assume. Yeah.
We'll force them, shall we?
It'd be good to know if they are resistant to force, actually.
To force?
It would be good to know whether or not they are. I don't know if they are.
I can try.
It's very rare to be resistant to force, but yeah.
So yeah, we're going to hit it with 3 Eldritch Blasts then.
Okay. The giant.
Yeah, we'll go for the giant.
Yeah, I mean, you can split them.
How does?
Yeah,
yes, sure. Yeah.
I'll do 1 on each at least, just to test.
Does the hand constitute a creature that we can target?
No.
Okay.
If
So this is
creature's casting spell because of an action. Can you roll me a d20 before you cast it?
Because you're slowed.
Yeah.
Oh,
you want an 11 or higher.
There you go.
Yeah. Cool. Spell goes through normally.
This one's to the giant.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
That will hit. A natural 20 for 31 will hit. Just about.
Will it automatically roll crit damage or not?
If you click the
If you
pink
hit the
button, yes.
pink button, yeah.
Pink button?
On
Pink button on
roll 20.
It
says- It
Where it
says
says Eldritch Blast.
on
just
roll
click
20, it says your number you rolled, and there's that pink button that says Eldritch Blast plus 11. You should be able to click that, and it will do crit damage.
There's no pink button.
Do you want me to click it for
Yeah.
you?
Sod it. It's an extra
2d8. Yeah.
It's 2d10,
2d8.
Pete.
Oh, 2d10.
You should do that every time.
I just assume it's a d8. Don't know why.
I posted it in the chat, Matt.
Cool. That on the giant, that damage goes through as you would assume it would.
Hello?
Hello.
The actual text. I didn't realise that was a button.
Okay, yeah.
This one's going to be towards the other guy.
The Lich. 30 will
I
hit.
said he wasn't a lich. What the fuck? You've been lied to us.
I've not been. He has.
Thought this was a cool guy. What the fuck?
He is cool because he's frozen. Yeah, that 2 damage. It impacts
Does
you
it look
expect.
like it hurts them fully?
Yes, it hurts them as much / little you would expect.
There's like a bee flying onto you if you're riding
Yes,
your
they're
bike.
not resistant to force, so there we go. We'll that one down.
Yeah.
So I can go ahead.
Oh, you have one more attack.
Yeah, same guy again.
Cool. Hits. 5.
I'm so happy Cass gave me that great restoration, by the way, because this slow spell's going to kill me.
Slow is.
It goes until the end of your turn, so at the end of your turn,
Yeah,
you'll.
but I'm just using distance.
You get 15 feet.
I like to imagine
Yeah,
that
Yeah, your
that
movement's
this
half.
had actual agony trying to run at the normal person's pace.
And I will mention, as Slab hits with those two Eldritch Blasts on Ishnir, you watch as the hand sort of closes its fist and vanishes in place and appears above Slab.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit.
The hand from Smash Bros.
Yes, it's Master Hand.
Monster hand.
Does the hand do any?
Nothing
We don't
at
know
this
yet.
moment.
Because
I'll just put a
Sweet Baby Boy
blues.
Porridge is going to actively choose to move away.
I'm just putting
I can't see the grid. I guess
Yeah.
I can move to.
Oops, that's a circle.
So I think there was 15 feet.
Something like that, yeah. Cool.
I'm just
any-
seeing who I.
You're slowed, you can't do anything else.
No, that's
Yeah.
not true.
Bonus action.
Oh, is that?
I thought you. Yeah, I thought you.
Yeah,
Oh,
do an
yeah.
action
On
or
its
a
turn,
bonus.
it can do an action, bonus action, not both. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Okay.
Cool. So that is the end of your turn. You are no longer slowed once your turn ends. But,
Gonna be killer.
the end of it. So,
You can't
yeah.
even hold your action to do an attack.
Yeah.
Just as likely to do the same.
I'll try.
Okay, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and cast a spell. So I'll roll the d20 now.
Cool.
There we go.
You want a 11 or
amazing.
higher?
Yeah, so that's 6. Do I need to tell you now what I'm doing? Or
Yes.
do I...
you're right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Archeron pulls his book out very slowly, starts flicking through the pages, and he says, "Right, you chilly bitch, this is what you get when you mess with Steve."
What?
That's how he introduces himself. So he would cast, he is going to cast, but he is going to do this subtly so it can't be countered. I don't think it's going to matter because I have to maintain concentration on it. But it's going to be Cone of Cold, which will get the giant Adishneer, but it will be not cold damage. It'll be bludgeoning or force. I haven't decided
Okay.
yet. It'll probably be force since we know they're not resistant.
Cool. So at the start of your next turn, you can use your action to finish that if you want to.
Yep.
Cool. Sudden.
Yep. If you just.
Hold on a minute.
Okay.
Sorry. I was just reading some. Which version of Slow are we using? The new one?
The old one.
Oh, okay.
Where?
So on the new one, it is unaffected. The blah blah blah. Speed is half. Takes a -2 penalty to AC and Dex. Can't take reactions on its turn. It can either do an action or bonus action, not both. And it can only make one attack if it takes the attack action. If it casts a spell with magic components, there's a 25% chance it fails. So it
Well,
is a massive
I've done something wrong. I've accidentally. I'm gonna just keep doing it like that because I did it. I'm accidentally flipped how the D20 thing works. It should have been the other way around, but I'm not changing now because I did it from that. But yeah, you want a higher roll. That just made sense for me. So, like, surely the higher roll is better. Never mind. But yeah, keep going.
But it is the old version what we're using.
Yes.
Alright, that's fine.
Right.
Cool.
So-
for most spells, it's the version I know.
Right. Because I forgot about the bonus action thing with blow. I'm going to clamber. How high is this banister?
It's like a few feet up compared to the
I'll
floor.
clamber onto that, and because I'm a monk, I'm very good at just running on balance beams. I'll run 20 feet up, right, which is my full movement. Annoyingly, I've done the distance. It's 45 feet, so I will have disadvantage on this attack roll, but I will throw the spear at him.
Okay, go for it.
Let's go. Oh, it's 14.
14 does unfortunately miss.
And I only get one attack out of the attack action.
I can't remember. Does the space
Yeah,
say
I
it
was
comes
just
back
looking
to
at
you?
it now. Sorry, I'm trying to find it. But Flurry of Blows does not use the attack action.
Well, it's a bonus
Yeah,
action
but
to
I
use fire
can't.
blast.
I can't. One, it's a bonus action. Two, I have to be melee to do
What
it.
I'm saying is you need bonus action to attack twice.
Well, no, because you have
No,
to use
so I have to
your.
attack.
Oh,
You have
sorry.
to attack first to use flare blast as a
Right,
bonus
right,
action.
right.
It's only Baldur's Gate that allows you to flurry of blows first.
Yeah. But yes, that would be your only thing.
Yep. The spear comes back.
Yeah, spear comes back, and as it comes back, you feel the speed return to you, but your turn is over.
God damn it.
Galilee's turn.
I'll get him next time. Doing
Hmm.
the eye thing where
Did
I'm
you just run
pointing
into my
at
cone?
I don't know. Did I?
Oh yeah, you will.
I can't now cast that. I can't do it. Like I must do that thing. So
You,
like,
well,
when-
you can use your action to do it, or you like waste the spell
no,
slot.
I've just read it. It says if you attempt to cast a spell, blah blah blah.
Well, it
on
says,
a level higher, it doesn't
it
whatever. It
says-
doesn't take effect. This creature must use its
Oh,
action on
yeah,
that
it does
to
say
complete
that.
the spell.
Yeah.
If I've run into a cone, I'm so sorry. I didn't even see the cone. I thought it was
No,
still
I don't
on.
think you have. If you
I
get
think
any
it just
closer, you
arrived,
might do.
yeah.
But yeah, that's fine. Don't worry. If I'd have waited, I could have done that spell. Never mind.
Galalai, who is floating, she doesn't affect it. Oh no, it's hailstorm. It's not ice. She's half movement. She is going to get. She has 35, but I mean, I ran it down to that, so she moves to there, and is going to within 30 feet. She can't get within range for Archeron. What is the thing here? Got all that's all 30. God damn it. Yeah, she will use a actually on. No, she didn't want one of her friends. She will give Ferris the protection rune to give him a +2 to his AC. For now. And then she is going to make an attack with the prism against the. Oh no, can she against the giant? Range isn't that good. Oh yeah, she can with disadvantage. What did I roll? 11. It already misses. Don't even need to roll the second one. And then she is going to. What's the attacks? Oh no, that I did the attack and didn't read her sheet fully. That is her. 2 dark prism attacks. So that first one, second one misses as well. She's having a bad day. But that is her turn, Cass.
Yes. Is anyone seriously injured?
Nah.
No one that you care about enough to heal them, probably.
Okay. In
Kill
that
the giant.
case, I'm going to move 50 feet here because
Mhm.
Right.
that's my right now.
Oh, wait, you have half movement from exhaustion, don't you?
Yes.
Oh,
So you
God.
can only move
difficult terrain.
5 because you're in difficult terrain.
Oh, fuck! God damn it. Okay, I'll move 5 here in that case.
Mm.
And I'll do a fireball here,
Okay,
so it hits both of them.
cool.
Let's do. Fuck it, let's do 6th level.
Whoa, big
Ooh,
fireball.
okay.
So I need a
Uh,
dex saving throw from both of them. And I'm going to
Yeah.
use my Blessing of Gold. Wait, actually.
Additional
After the seven
first,
now,
Blessing
or
of
after
gold on the fireball.
gold
Oh,
with
gold.
a G. I think you can call it afterwards. We'll see where I roll. 16 on Ishnir,
Fail.
and Giant's not going to succeed. 13.
Both fail and both take full damage.
Mhm.
And
Ooh.
Ishnir takes an additional 2d6, 2d8.
Cool.
I'm going to reroll that too with my Sunstaff.
Okay. Cool.
So
So 11.
additional 11. Yeah.
And then the giant takes 34. Cool. He's fucking hurt. Cool.
Bonus section. I will kindly ask my god to please remove the double half movement.
Your god has no power here.
Does the does the streaking flame of the fireball not melt a path across the difficult terrain?
No, because it's hail. It's not like
No, because it's a ball, not a ray.
and that's true. It's a dot, and then it's the ball.
It's
let me
a
just
tennis ball that explodes into like an actual bomb.
till the end of your next turn. Okay. As Cass casts that spell, you watch as from above slab the hand vanishes and goes to above Cass.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's my turn.
Cast, get away from me now.
It should be fine.
The giant's turn. He is going to. I was going to have him do something else, but he's hurt, so he's going to just hit the people in front of him. He's going to make one attack against Ferris and one against Kyrian. We'll see if they hit. 30, just about. So against Ferris, 38 points of damage.
Jesus.
And then against Kyrian, 14 misses. Go against Kyrian again. 18.
I'm going to resolve that last one.
Okay.
So I've got my rest, haven't I?
Yes. Roll that 15. So the second one just missed. You see, Silvery Bob's it. And Kyrian says, "Thank you."
It's more
Who
for my
gets the
benefit than
advantage?
his.
I know,
Oh,
but he's
you
being
did.
nice, James.
Yeah, no, I know. I was like, I desperately need advantage.
I know you don't like him, but you can
No,
at least
it's not
say...
that. It's just like I cannot lose another fucking round to casting one spell. Jesus.
But that is the giant's turn. Yes, that's the
Did you
giant's
give
turn.
yourself the advantage there?
Yeah, sorry, I need it.
Yeah, no worries. No worries. Just wanted to make
It's Tanith's turn. They get to do something. Let's see how this build works.
sure. The long form campaign, the perfect time to try out your
Yeah, of course.
character concepts.
Well, no, I was actually... They were originally like a stat block, but then I was like, that stat block's too strong. Let me just make a sheet. They are going to... I mean, did they just do the warlock thing?
Warlock thing being shoot Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
No, first the hex and then shoot.
That was that is actually what else I was going to do. They're going to cast Hex on the giant, just because they want it dead. I'll make it that, and then they're going to make 3 Eldritch Blast attacks. I'm gonna move just a bit back just to see a bit more. 22 hits, 25 hits, 26 hits. Damn. That was good rolls.
Hex damage?
I will also roll Hex, yeah. I'm just going to do that first. 25, 36 without Hex. Plus 3, 36.
Should be.
Cool. God, he's so hard. I did mark the spell slot. Cool, and that is their turn. Simple turn, but hey, it wasn't bad.
But effective.
Yeah. Juliet. She is gonna... Okay, she's slow, isn't she? Does she have... bonus action? Nope. She is going to... move 15? Yeah. She's going to move up to here. She is going to... This is going to be so weird. She's going to action dash to get just further because she wants to get as far as possible. And then as a bonus action, she's going to spiritual weapon. And... I'm just going to still cast this, as I always do, because I'm never going to remember. I'll just make it like
I'm
that.
so
or something.
happy I begged you to make that thing, even if I never use it.
Yeah.
I think I used it once.
I think you have used it once. I'll do that. And she's going to hit the giant. 26 hits. Doesn't matter what I roll, because he had 2 hit points. So you watch as her spiritual weapon, which I'll say is like a thing like Excalibur, because no. We'll say it looks like a generic sword, Excalibur sword, because I can't think of anything better. You watch as the sword carves through the tendon at the back of the knee on the giant. And then as he falls to one knee, slashes again through the neck and kills him.
Nice.
Nice.
He's dead. Cool. And that's her turn. That's the next round. Drac.
Yes.
Tis you.
Oh, okay. I thought something was gonna happen to me. I was like, no.
Yes, fear me.
Let's see. I can get to there.
What I'll do actually is I'm gonna just put this giant on the foreground layer, because then when you're under it, you can see through it.
Sorry, what?
When you're if you move onto the giant space, you can see through the giant. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to hit Ishnir.
With the crossbow.
Yes.
Okay, cool. In fact, I won't do that because it's annoying me that the X is below the.
And
Sling.
let's see here. When
Just
do
move
I
him to
have
the back.
to?
I think you have
sling?
disadvantage from far range.
Yeah, I do. Okay, so I need to damage it. Okay, fine. Let's see. Crossbow. Where be the?
Where art thou?
So 18.
18. Where's his? I can kill the giant one now. 18 misses.
Fuck. Yeah, I will try to hit.
Mm-hmm. 14
No.
misses, unfortunately.
Then I'm just gonna. Let's see. I have moved and I have used my action. Let's see here. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Ferris, who just took a fucking hefty attack from that giant. He is going to run across the giant up to here. And he's in the cold. Let me just see when that radius.
Can't you
Creature-
use like super cool that he jumps from the giant up to the radius?
Don't worry, I wasn't done. He has to make a con save though, which he fails. So he takes 14 cold damage and is disadvantaged on his first attack. But because he's a kitsune, he has the ability to climb. So he jumps from the giant's head and sort of lands halfway up the wall and like a cat skitters up the rest of it. He was there, 25, so he can, I think he just can't make it, but that's fine. He'll get up to here, and, oh, actually, taking, yes, okay. So you watch as he took that bit of cold damage, because this is one of his abilities that I remembered just now. As he takes that bit of cold damage, you watch as like sort of the fur on his body and his hair begins to like stand up on end, and his eyes glow a brighter like orangey fiery red. As he launches quicker, he gains 10 feet of movement. That's actually lucky. I did damage to him then. He gets 10 feet extra movement and makes an extra attack on his turn. So he's going to make 4 attacks against Ishnir. 27 hits, 17 misses, 21 hits, 18 misses. So it's 14 and 10, so 24 altogether. Does Ishnir have a reaction that he wants to do? Nope. That is Ferris' turn. Leah is gonna. How far is he away? Oh, the hand also bloop, moves to Ferris. I think it might move to Lear, so I'm just going to leave it for a second. As she's going to make an attack against Ishnir. Where the fuck is her sheet? There it is. That wasn't even her sheet. Where the fuck? Oh, there it is. Because I put Kieran and Kalia next to each other, and obviously they're both K names, so I was like, oh, that's right. No, it's not. 30 feet, she can't do that, but yeah, she's going to just take an attack with her crossbow. 24 hits. 23 hits. Actually, I assume he's within range. He might not be. Yes, he is. So the first one's just a normal one for 9. The second one will... Oh, she'll just do 2 normal... Oh, no, she'll use a lightning one on the second, so he doesn't have a reaction. It's 9 on the first, and then... Let me just see... You see that the lightning damage as she hits him sort of rattles his bones, but doesn't do as much as she was expecting. But that is... She's also going to move 5, 10, 15 to there. That's her turn, Robin.
I will. 35. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think I can get anywhere near. Unless I can see him.
Yeah, he's on the edge of the balcony. You can see him.
What is that distance? Yeah, I'm fine. Okay.
You're in longbow range.
Yeah.
That's like a sniper rifle.
Longbow's 100, I think.
Yeah, it's like I think it's 120 and long distance of 600 or some bullshit like that.
Is it? Is that higher than the crossbow?
Yeah,
Pretty
longbow's like 300 feet in it. It's
Because
massive.
heavy crossbows, I'm just looking at layers, is 100, 400.
Yeah, longbow is one of the best long
I think it's the furthest, like, basic range.
150 to 600.
Okay, wow. I'll go for it, Beth.
19.
A 19 just misses.
Okay, I'll try again. Oh, God!
Oh, that's annoying.
Unlucky.
You do have hero points.
No.
Okay,
I love how we've all collectively decided that we hate hero points.
that's fine. Makes my life easier.
Can I... Oh, bollocks. I should have said that before. I forgot that I had it. I would have been able to give myself advantage.
Still win, not still win strike. What's it called? Zephyr strike.
Well, I was thinking as well as in like, I should have done something before the first, after the first roll. Silvery Bob's Day, I think give you advantage.
Yeah.
I think he's too far for several reps. 60. He's 95.
Yeah, I can't do anything else, so that would
Okay.
be my turn. Sorry.
I
then.
don't. I don't think Kieran will be able to do much. He's a bit far. I'm just gonna.
Start the process of running towards him.
No, that's what he's gonna do. Yeah, I'm just gonna put down the GM layer because fuck that giant. It's annoying me. Yeah, he's going to. How far can we get? 30 feet. He's not gonna be able to fucking climb it, is he? So he's gonna run up to right next to Archeron, and then is going to action dash to just get.
He's gonna hit me. I was like, what?
Nah.
We're insulting the Silent Horizon at every opportunity.
But that is. And he's not going to sack and win. He's taken not that much damage. That is his turn. It is Ishna's.
Is the rubble not difficult terrain?
That is true. He gets to that.
I'm only saying that because you made a point about it when Archer was
Yeah,
climbing the
I
stairs.
just forgot.
And
Okay,
it was the reason I specifically went onto the banister
Yeah.
itself.
few things happen at Ishna's turn. Which one is it? That one. Okay, this is gonna hurt. So at the start of Ishna's turn, the ice storm stops being difficult terrain. and the hand that was ended up floating above Leah punches down. Oh no, sorry, I lied. It punches. It like moves down and goes to grab her and crush her.
Oh god.
She I don't think she can make this save. She can't. 15. She fails. So she's gonna take a hefty chunk of damage. 50 points of cold damage. It's okay. And she is restrained in the hand. She is looking very hurt.
Like a ketchup packet.
Yes, and the blood comes out. Okay, then that was his battlefield action. Ishne is going to make a do a few things. Yeah, she is going to.
Jesus.
Yeah, he's going to teleport. So you watch as he, that big magical hand he's got, hits like the ground, and you watch as he vanishes from the spot he's in and reappears right in the middle of a lot of people.
Oh,
God damn it! I was just up there. No, you bastard.
Let me. So I need within 10 feet. So.
I'm with it then.
Yeah, you are. So I'm gonna roll for Ferris, and then for you guys, just cast to make me a deck save. Roll Ferris, and then the other guys. Deck save.
Oh, fuck.
7 fails. Let me roll for these guys.
So I don't have to roll.
No, you're just out of it.
Coolio.
Oh, I need to roll as well. Is it everyone
No,
in the
no,
room,
no,
or-
no, it's not. No, it's 10 foot around him. This is a teleport thing.
Like Thunderstep, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit like Thunderstep. Dex, Galilei, I think fails by 1.
How close
Leah,
to death is Galilei?
probably a lot closer in a second. Leah is restrained, so she fails it because it's a straight roll. And that's everyone. So you all take, because I believe everyone failed. You all take. Oh, this is gonna be bad. 32 cold
Jesus Christ.
and 8 slashing.
And
Yeah. So 40 points of damage. Yeah, so you watch as he impacts the ground from where he was next to Ferris, and ice shards fly out, and as they fly out, they vanish, and then he appears there, and that same explosion effect happens, and it is mainly cold, but it cuts you slightly, which is why there's a bit of slashing. Oh boy, this is gonna be so that's Galilei.
Still going?
Oh yeah, he is. Galilei is unconscious. Leah is unconscious.
Oh
Oh
shit!
god.
That's that cleric, isn't it, Leah?
No,
she's
Leah
like
is the rogue.
rogue.
Okay.
The cleric is hurt, but she's not down.
Okay.
Do that, and then
Well, I know this is going to sound heartless, but we have our own team to worry about. They've got their cleric to deal with it. You know?
They gotta get your own cleric.
Yeah, genuinely. We've got Cass, they've got whatever her name is.
Juliet.
The one who hates.
Julia.
yeah, but
hates
she's not
wizards.
following best goddess. So
And then Ishne is then going to cast a cantrip. Yeah. He's going to do that on Tanith, the woman, the person that hit him with hit him with some annoying Eldritch Blasts. Or hit the giant. 31 hits. 13 points of necrotic.
Necrotic. What was it? Chill touch?
No, it's a
Yeah.
D12. Oh, is it?
Chill touch is. Oh,
Is it D8?
sorry, I clicked Ray of Frost rather than chill touch. I
Yeah.
lied. Hold on. Ignore me. 1 second.
Gotta
Let me.
say, because it's.
Sorry, I have the damage next to the thing.
Yeah.
I just clicked it wrong.
I was gonna say, like, that's a weird one to have, like, necrotic. This is like Toll the Dead.
Wait, no, chill touch.
Yeah.
Chill touch is D8 and it's necrotic.
Is it?
Yeah.
I could have sworn it was a higher dice than that.
No,
No,
Toll the
okay.
Dead's a D12 when you hit
Yes.
when someone's done damage. But I think that's the highest die a cantrip can be.
I have fully just done my writing wrong though for some reason. For some reason I have Ray of Frost 48, Chill Touch 4010, even though they're both
right.
48.
So
Weird.
the new
What?
The legacy is a D. I could have sworn it was higher damage than that. It's a D10 of the new version.
Okay.
I thought.
Also, the new version is a melee spell. It's weird.
Oh yeah, weird.
But that is his turn.
Probably 'cause it's
Slab.
called a chill touch.
Yeah.
Turned it
Slab,
into
it
a
is you.
spell.
Oh, I need to roll a save.
And
if you
we
can
can't
move
heal
him
until
like further away from this
her-
group of people, because I cannot not cast this cone of cold.
Can't-
Maybe
I
not do
can't
that
move
on
him.
cast when she's in the middle of there.
Hey, this is the wording of the spell. I have to cast it.
Let me roll a diagram.
Yeah, I can't. move him.
I'm not fast enough to move anywhere worth it away.
No, I meant to
is
move him.
Yeah, what is the spell that you cast that makes you cast another
Well, no,
spell?
it was slow. It was a slow
So
effect.
I
You have to use his
couldn't
action.
use my action. I have to use my action next turn to cast my spell, or waste one of my very, very few. So that's why I'm measuring to see how I can get into a position to not hit literally fucking everybody with my.
Yeah,
massive-
Try and hit him hard. That's all
There are things I can do. I'm not too concerned about it.
Yeah, I was just saying,
It's a 90-foot cone, so.
Is it 90 foot? I thought it was 60 foot
90
for
foot.
a kind of cold.
Hang on, let me just double check.
Since I thought it was 60 as well.
It doesn't matter. It catches everybody around. it.
Yeah, either way.
Yeah, I'm just having a look myself to see if there's anything we can do.
Cone of cold. 60
60
foot. Yeah. Okay. 60 foot.
I mean, you could hit the dying people and cast, and that will get him, but
If I step
You
back,
can't
if you
could-
not
get
hit me.
literally everybody.
Like,
but
yeah, you don't
worry.
have to use your action. Like, you don't have to do it as your first
my action
thing.
to use it, or I
No,
waste
you-
my action.
Yeah, and I mean, you don't have to do it as your first thing. You can move beforehand.
Yeah, I can move. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, I either cast
Here's
it
a question.
or 2 actions in a row.
Here's a question.
Mm.
What is Drac is resistant to cold, and how much health has he lost? Because you
I'm,
could angle it
I'm
like
sure I can figure a way around it.
Yeah.
I am not gonna. I mean, the Silent Horizon may lose a few character sheets.
I mean,
but
yeah. But what I mean is, if you aim it here, you hit Ishni
some of them
and
may
only Drac.
die.
Like
No, I
you'd
think you'll
only
figure it
hit,
out.
you only hit Drac.
you
I'm
hit
gonna
Juliet
move.
as well,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
she's
but-
not looking like good. And she is the cleric you were talking about. But Matt, go ahead.
Like I said, I can hit him hard, so because unless he's resistant to psychic, then we haven't found out. We'll
Go
do
for
it.
Mhm.
Okay.
What you cast him?
There you go.
Psychic Lance, Intelligence save.
It's gonna.
Oh, from that one, he's gonna use legendary resistance to succeed it though.
Motherfucker! I was about to say like, oh, intelligence save. He's probably
Yeah,
gonna be really good at those.
I was gonna say the exact same thing, but I decided not to. So he takes 15 psychic. Cool.
Isn't incapacitated.
No.
Damn it! Why did you let that all go through? Because within that one.
But yeah, I'm not gonna like he's a wizard. He knows about spells. He knows the
He's
spell.
a
He's not
wizard,
gonna.
Harry.
He's not gonna like be like, oh, I've just let myself get incapacitated in the middle of this big fight. if he can succeed, he's going to.
Well, obviously, like I say, I couldn't move them at all because my spells were literally support based.
Mhm.
That's in a
how long
vortex
does chill touch last?
It's just
round.
until the start of their turn or something.
Right, what is cone of cold?
Big
It's a-
cone
it's
of
a
cold.
cone.
No, no,
It's
no.
like
Is it a
it's
save
like
or
burning
a-
hands. It's
Yeah, it's a
Constitution save, and I think I figured out a way that. So I will don't worry about it too much. If I can't not hit anyone else, I will just fucking waste my action again.
Let's just say,
And my full spell.
this is the cleric, isn't it?
Yes.
Because what I could actually do, if it helps.
You
'cause
have already
Drat's
cast a spell, so you can't heal him with.
No, I was going to give it a bardic.
Mm.
Oh.
I
Which
wouldn't
can
waste.
increase.
I would give it to somebody else. Give it to someone. I don't want to say who matters, but who matters.
Cast or something if you can.
Cast is probably the better shout, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is like I can give people bardics, try and save the spell and stuff like that.
How
yeah.
much damage is Cone of Cold?
It's a lot.
60.
Don't worry about it. I think I figured out a way around it. I've been looking at my
Okay.
abilities and stuff. I think I figured it out. It is a
Yeah,
hefty amount, though. It is.
Well,
It's
66 or something?
It
No.
is.
Yeah.
No, it is
cast a bardic,
8d8.
Okay, cool. 8d8, yeah.
8d8, yeah. It is strong.
It's all big spell.
I have 30 hit points.
Yeah.
I might
Cool.
survive that. Actually,
Slab, is that your turn with that bardic?
Yes.
Cool.
Because I'm not moving any closer to because I might get hit by that.
Cool. Archer, it's your turn. At the start of your turn, just before you do anything, can you make me a con save because you're in his zone?
I have advantage. 14.
Fails.
Right.
So you take 6 cold damage.
Great.
And you have
that's a horrible roll.
Oh yeah, it was just 3, I think. And you have disadvantage on your next attack roll.
That's okay.
Oh, well,
right.
interesting you'd say that.
Yeah. So that's fine. I am going to then use my bonus action to yank him towards me with my telekinesis, or try
Okay,
to.
it's a strength
Strength save. Yeah. DC 17.
That is right.
1.
So he comes 10 feet towards.
1. Oops. 1, 2, like that or something.
Really, yeah, as long as that's 10 feet, that's fine. I'm probably going to regret this decision where I go now. Oh well, it's going to go there. That way, literally no one else gets hurt. So I'm going to do 2 things here, depending on what he rolls. I'm going to cast Cone of Cold, and it's bludgeoning damage, which is a 5th level spell, so I'll cast that. There we go. What, has that done it? Has that ticked off the resource? It has. Wonderful. So that would be 33 damage.
What's the save? Con.
It is DC 17 con. If he passes, I have a thing for it.
15.
Okay.
Bad
good.
roll from me.
So you've basically just picked up the rubble and threw it in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, the flavour is, it was going to hit the giant and him, but the flavour is like he yanks him towards it, and he's walks down and he's got this like inertia of all this like crap that he's picked up, and it's bludgeoning damage, so it's just like small pebbles and rocks. It's going to flavour as like a massive area of effect catapult, as just like it just fucking peppers the shit out of him. Okay, cool. That is my bonus action. And I'm going to hope and pray that he doesn't have any legendary actions in melee. Even though actually I'm doing alright, because I've still
Also
got
as
some
well.
temporary hit points.
Also as well, that was 2 nat 1 back to backs.
I know.
Yeah, also, just a quick one. We
Yeah.
still have advantage on magical effects from our...
That is true, but it would have been a
yeah.
14.
It would have been... No, that's fine. Does that mean I still have my silvery barbs advantage?
No, it's an next D20 roll.
It's an next
Well, I've already
D20, so
had
no,
advantage on
it's just your next D20. That's how
It-
it's already
multiple
it's
D20
already
until
it's
that
already a busted spell. I'm not making it
Silver
better.
Bob specifies. I'm sure Silver Bob
I think it
specifies
does,
that
yeah,
you-
next
that
D20
it's your
roll.
next D20
I mean, it won't
check.
make any difference. Say I did 3 damage.
Yeah. As a legendary action. He is going to. You see his like jaw hangs open, and Archon, in your mind, Archon, he pulls the like the cloth out of his mouth like a clown. He you hear like rattling in your mind these psychic whispers that just like reverberate and reverberate and reverberate. Can you make me a wisdom save? You have advantage because it's
Yes.
advantage, style advantage.
It's 19.
A 19 just succeeds this.
Nice.
So you take half of. Oops, I just did that completely wrong. So 6 points of psychic damage, and the other effect doesn't matter. Cool. Sidon.
Yeah. So I run down this banister to get right up behind him.
Can you
Right.
move? Don't you have like slow movement?
It's
No,
not. It's
that's one
one
There's
turn.
only one turn.
Yeah, but I mean, isn't that rough terrain?
No,
I specifically
he's on
moved
the
onto the
banister,
banister to
Oh,
avoid
okay.
that. That's why I made a point about it.
doing monk shit.
Monk shit, yeah. I will stab him with the God Spear. Let's go.
Go for it.
Natural
Nice.
20.
That definitely hits.
Yep. Hold on. I need to read because I always forget how this thing works.
That's one other thing on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Burn the no, not that one. Breaker of Evil. Oh no, it's just critical strikes on 19 against undead.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to do the Sunfire strike thing as a bonus action.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll just swing here. That is.
So that's not crit damage.
That's not crit damage. I'm just gonna press the button again.
Yeah.
Oh, take the modifier off that. So take 6 off
Yes. 15 and 5.
that. 15.
20
I
points.
like to imagine
Nice.
that Sada is like trying to hit extra hard because he's been running around the entire time hoping anyone to reach him.
One stab, and then has to be done. I'm going to aim a punch at him.
Go for it.
Not
Let's have a
again.
look. I do have advantage in this because you do thingy, right?
Yes.
Flanking, and I'm flanking
Yeah.
with Archer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter that I don't
okay.
have any weapons.
No, it's just you have to be like an enemy of the thing. I think I can't
Right.
remember, but yeah.
So that is 27.
Yes.
It is Savage Attacker.
Hey, better
Thanks,
than
Savage
nothing.
Attacker. So that's 9 damage, and I'm going to make it a stunning strike.
Okay.
Stunning.
Con
It is a DC 15 con.
21.
Motherfucker.
Silvery Bobs.
Oh,
Okay.
you watch him be
Oops.
resistant. I swear.
Actually, I'm not
24.
going to Silvery Bobs it. I'm going to Snake Eyes it, which forces it to a 1.
Do you have the material?
What's the material? It is non-consumed. It is a glass or see-through eye, so it
okay.
doesn't matter.
Sorry. Okay, interesting.
What type of spell is this? I thought you were
It's
making a
a-
joke.
And I have glasses, so yes, I do.
No, yeah, it's a spell. Did I give you that spell? I thought I gave you the other one.
It's in my spellbook.
Okay, I feel like I gave you the other one. Because I distinctly remember you saying, "Oh, I looked at the other one, and I'm glad you didn't give that to me."
Snake Dance
Oh.
was that's the one that gives me evasion and stuff like that.
Yes, yeah. Okay,
That's the one. Yeah.
okay. I might have to go back and listen to the episode where I gave that to you and see if that's true or
If
not.
I've got it wrong, I've got it wrong. But that's been in my spellbook.
It's fine. I
for
can't. I
ages.
can't look at it now, so
Yeah.
I will say that's fine.
That's a strong spell. What level is this?
Third level
It's-
though.
It's third, and it's like you have to be within 10 feet. He's going to use his last legendary resistance to succeed, though.
Can I exchange a hero point so he doesn't do it?
No,
I have my third level spell back then.
no.
Legendary
And we have
resistance.
villain points to, do that.
No, but he did only have 2, so that he doesn't have any more. Doesn't have any anymore.
We've both done legendary resistance. It's fine. And I will. I'm going to do a trip attack
Okay.
for this one. For a start, by the way, because I used 2 attacks already. I'm flurry of blows in.
Okay.
As my bonus action. My bonus. So I just need to mark off my key points. This sheet. No. Why? It's a monk. It should not have this much shit. Okay, so mark off the key. Go for this 22.
Hits.
Cool. 13 and trip attack is
Strength
lovely.
save.
An 8, and it is a DC 16 strength save.
Ugh. 3.
He's prone.
Oh, my bones.
You see Sidon, after coming in with the stunning strike and it fails, he sort of like bounces up, flicks over, and does it's a real karate move. It's called a rolling thunder, and so he just comes forward with doing like a front flip with the kick, connected on his head, but it comes with such force that it just forces him down. So it's
Nice.
not like a normal trip attack. He just clobbers his head and knocks him to the ground.
You hit his head so hard he gets dizzy and falls over.
Yep.
Cool. Anything else?
Well, I've still got one more attack.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
From my thingy, flurry
Yeah.
blows.
You have advantage. Oh, you had advantage before. Don't worry.
Advantage anyway. Do I want to make this anything else?
Make it
Yeah.
cool.
I'm going
epic.
to. I'm going to go make another attack here. To 26.
26 hits.
Yeah. 13, and it's going to be another stunning strike.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry.
Wait,
22.
actually, before I do that, he used legendary resistance to pass the stunning strike.
He did.
Does that mean that it would have succeeded before, and so I wouldn't be able to do it?
What do you
Because
mean?
it's once per turn when you hit with a monk weapon or an arm strike, I can expend a focus to attempt a stunning strike. The target must succeed. On a failed save, the target has the stun condition until the start of my next turn. On a successful save, target speed is halved until the start of my next turn, and the next attack roll against it has advantage.
Yeah.
So because I was successful with the hit, would that trigger the once per turn? Because he did succeed the save.
To me, I feel like once per turn says you can only try to do it once, or per turn.
Yeah, when you hit.
Oh yeah.
That's the key word. I did hit and I did attempt.
I would say yes. I would say they would count as once.
Okay, then never mind.
Because in my head, it's like when no matter whether you succeed or fail, you can only try it once per turn. That's what that sounds like to me.
Yeah. So if I do a stunning strike and miss, then I can
you have to wait.
Stunning strike because I need to hit. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. No worries. That's fine. He's still half movement, and then he has to stand up to spend half his movement. So he's which
He's
is
gonna
funny.
have like
But what
5 feet.
Yeah. What I will do then instead is add an extra D8 force damage with Agent Order to try and thingy. Oh, lovely jubbly.
Wow, nice.
That's
Try to restrain him.
Trying to restrain him. With
Is it wisdom?
Wisdom save, yeah. 15.
23.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
And fuck it, I'm gonna just spend my action surge.
Okay.
Action surge. And I'm gonna
Really taking his anger out.
yeah, I'm gonna stab him twice with my spear
Go for it.
while he's on the ground. Nat 20.
Oh Jesus!
Holy shit!
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Would it be cruel of me to flare that?
Sidon's hit, yes.
So there's that,
I wouldn't
and
do that
another
to you.
D8 and another D4.
So that's 23.
Mm-hmm. And then I attack again.
Mm-hmm.
So action surge. 24
Yep.
for another 11.
11. Cool.
Since you've actually said, can you still start strike again?
No, it's once per turn,
No.
not once per
Once
like
not-
action.
yeah.
Okay.
It's not like you get. It's not like action surge is not a free turn. It's
Yeah.
just a second action.
By the way, because I forgot to ask you at the beginning of your turn, can you make me a con save just for that aura?
Yes.
I mean, I don't. You would have hit all your attacks, just like the damage thing.
I
7. So you do take 5. Oh, jeez, I'm so low on those. 5 points of cold damage.
Wait, actually, is this a magical effect? If so, I have.
Oh, that's true.
advantage, 21.
Yeah, so you would take 2.
2. Oh. Cool. Right. So. Hold on. Sorry.
Sorry?
Sorry, everyone.
Yeah, is that your turn though?
Yeah. Yes.
Cool. Galilei, she's gonna have a bad time. She fails one death save because she takes damage at her turn because of the con save, which I'm not gonna roll because it doesn't matter. Also, I don't think. What do I trip for that?
Oh, it's just the 20, I think.
No, I mean I'm trying to figure out what I should add to a sheet for that. I'll just. Yeah, just because I have so many sheets open. In fact, what I'll do is just on her name, I'll just write a 1. So if I do 0/1 for 1,000 successes, success and fails, and then she has to make a death save. Where's her thing?
And that one.
7.
Oh,
It's
no.
another fail.
Still a fail. But if it was that one, she would have been dead.
Yeah. Oh, she's very close to dying. But that is her turn.
Oh, no.
Cass.
Yes. Has the chill touch finished for the cleric?
That wasn't. The cleric wasn't show touched.
It was
Oh.
the
It was
Yuan-Ti.
Tanith. Yeah.
Oh, that one. Okay. I'm going to bonus action mass healing words.
Okay.
And
Nice.
basically.
Oh,
get
on your
everyone out of
turn,
the-
can you make me a con save?
Oh, yeah.
You have advantage.
No, I don't, because I don't have temporary hit
You
points
have-
anymore.
No, it's. I
matter.
thought it was with that. It's not. It's just the turn, so you have advantage still.
Oh.
No.
Never mind. I tried. So you take 12 cold and disadvantage on your next attack roll.
Yeah, it's
I
fine.
think that matters.
I know. I just have to say it. Like
Okay,
legally, I guess.
Mass healing words.
Oh, that was such a low roll.
Everyone who is hurt.
Still
Is
got
it
temporary hit
si-
points, so
yeah.
Everyone except
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah, so do I.
Is 6 people within range, is it?
Yeah, so basically everyone within range except myself, like in the. in the
I have temporary hit points. So does Archeron. So if
Oh,
that
in
is
that
the
So
case,
case,
I'm healing
you
myself
could just
as well
do.
instead of
yeah.
You
healing,
get
Simon.
yourself. You can do yourself. You could
You
do.
can get all 3 of the Silent Horizon, Drac, and yourself, and then
Yeah.
you have 1 spare,
one for good
Well,
which
luck.
you can give to Tanef. who
Yeah,
Is it within?
some
Is it within 60 feet or 30 feet?
I think it's 60.
60. So you could get either Ferris or Tanner. Ferris has taken more, but it's up to you.
I'll do it first.
Okay. So they
I
all
would
gain.
get both of them and not me, because I have 1 hit point from food. So
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So they all
Yeah.
gain 7.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll just mark
And
that as
as
0.
an action, I'll do Channel Divinity. So I need a con save.
1 second.
Yep.
I'm just adding all their hit points. Plus 7. Cool. Con save.
Yes.
20.
I think you take half.
I don't know.
Hold on, I'm looking.
what, you don't know every spell in D&D?
I'm sorry. This isn't even a spell. This is an ability.
You take half.
Okay. Nice.
So, 9,
8.
8.
Cool. Nice. Anything else?
That's your turn.
Cool. Tanith is going to. Got a lot of their spells are necrotic. What they're gonna do is walk up to here, gonna bonus action they're not going to waste their bonus action to try and hex. This guy's dead. Yeah, just gonna going to attempt to. Just gonna do a scorching ray, I think. How many is that? It's gonna be 6 at this level. 16 misses, 27 hits, 12 misses, 17 misses, 17 misses, 20. That's weird. Both of the hits were 27.
We should have advantage because we're flanking him.
No, you have to be the one in the flank.
Right.
Yeah. So it's 6 and 9. 15.
I don't want to
points.
be that guy though. He is prone.
That is
Yes,
true. But
disadvantage.
the 24 would have hit, and they both would have hit anyway.
Okay. Oh yeah, they would.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yep, that's their turn. Juliet is in the zone, so she needs to make a con save. 9 fails. Takes. Was it 36? 13. Cool. What?
I was like, she's down.
No, got just enough hit points. Where Juliet? And she is going to give. I don't think Liz. Let's try to do more. Gonna give Leah. So she's gonna sort of begin to walk forward, and you watch as she holds out her shield, and it sort of there's like a double effect on the shield, and it moves around Leah, so she gains 12 temporary hit points and some other stuff. And then she is going to move within to melee, but she isn't going to. She's not going to hit him. She's going to heal Leah with her cure wounds. 27.
How's he looking, by the way? Apart from
Ishin is
dead.
looking. I mean, he's never since you meet him, not look great, but he looks pretty bad.
Okay.
Yeah, he looks pretty rough. But that is her turn. Next round it goes to Drac.
Yeah, let's see.
Dracu. Like, I'm trying to think of like Drac's full name.
Dracius.
Dracius.
Draconis.
Yes. Draconis.
So I can get to here.
Yeah.
Who's
And
the
then
Drac?
I'm gonna take out the Argent Sentinel.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, I can never.
That's
pronounce
fine.
that fucking name. And as a bonus action, I'm gonna activate the right on both of my swords. So
Mhm.
I will take 8 damage.
Mhm.
Just gonna mark that off. 8 damage. Like that. And then I'm gonna hit with.
Go for
Let's see, and then I have advantage, I guess.
Yes, because you're flanking with Julia.
Yeah. So 20.
20 hits, just.
Nice. Then I gonna take a charge
Mm-hmm.
from it. Like that.
Where is this? There it is.
Jesus
So it's 15, 8,
15 slashing, 8 force, and 6 lightning.
6. So the 6 is halved. But yeah, cool.
And then what is it?
So con save?
Smite is con save 20.
Cool. 30.
Yeah, so he takes
God.
half of this.
12
24.
points. Yep, cool.
And then I'm gonna hit him again.
Go for it.
Why the fuck not?
Because why wouldn't you?
18.
An 18 misses. Yeah.
So that was bonus and the move. Yeah, that's. Oh fuck! I was gonna do something else, but yeah, never mind. It's my turn.
Cool. Ferris is going to. I forgot he had a push ability. Never mind. 30 feet. Yeah. So he's going to jump back down, even though he just jumped up onto where the giant is, but we don't talk about that giant. Oh, he has to move. He has to just move into the zone.
Oh right. Yes. I'm gonna make a Constitution save.
Oh yes. Yes. Sorry, I keep forgetting. 16 is a fail. He also failed. So you take. I'm just gonna roll it for both of you. 5. Wow, I'm running so low on those. Cold damage. So half to 2 for you. He is, as a bonus action, gonna give Galilei the rally thing to give her some temp hit points, because Juliet wasn't gonna heal her. And then he's going to make flame toss attacks. Miss, hit. Oh no, he's disadvantaged. So second one hits. Third one misses. Fourth one misses. So 1 hit. 6 points of fire damage. Cool. That is his turn. I just need to look at the ability to see if she was technically still be restrained. Restrained till the end of their next turn. So actually, yeah, she would be. Where's the hand? There's the hand. She is gonna.
Almost cruel.
Yeah, I know. She's gonna like move very slightly. Oh, she has to make a con save. Hold on. Con 5 fails. She's gonna have disadvantage twice. 9 points of cold damage. And then with disadvantage, she is going to try and hit Ishnir. She's gonna bonus action steady aim to try and cancel out this first disadvantage. 16 misses. 23 will hit. And she's just gonna do she doesn't have any of those, she just do a piercing bolt. 12 points. Cool. Ishin is looking very hurt. That is her turn. Robin.
I don't think I can actually do anything because he's prone, right?
He's prone. You have disadvantage, but you still might be able to hit him.
You
I mean,
don't get any spells?
if you did Vortex, no, I keep saying Vortex, or Zephyr Strike, it'd just be a straight roll.
Yeah, I can also. I'll do that because I can also move an extra 30 feet. So 3, 4, 5. I will try.
So first one straight roll. Oh.
Yep.
I'm seeing if there's any reactions people can do. Go over action, not helpful there. Nope, I have none.
And then this one's at disadvantage.
Hey, you do have hero points if you wanted to succeed and hit him.
I wouldn't get the crit though, so there's
No, you wouldn't get
literally
the crit.
point.
Oh, that's not true.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not. I've done.
Okay.
I've hit him like I hit the giant once, and I've done nothing. So, yeah, no, I'll leave
Okay.
it. It's fine. Whatever.
Kyrian is going to make a con save. He's going to fail that con save. I don't think anyone's passed that. Oof, that was finally a high roll on that. 17 points of cold damage and disadvantage first attack. he is going to move up to here, and I guess it evens out. Is going to make an attack. Straight roll. 25 hits. 14. Yep. So you watch. Because I'm just going to kill him. I don't want him to have another turn. You watch as Ishtar is lying there after being tripped by Sidon. Kyrian marches down the steps with his greatsword, and like executioner style, decapitates Ishtar, and you watch his skull begin to like bounce down the steps. As you feel the cold energy around you start to like his like aura dissipate, and along with the energy you watch as his bones begin to wither, and he is no longer here. And you are out of initiative.
Is his head still rolling on the floor?
I mean, no, it would have rolled down the steps and vanished along with his body.
Oh, okay,
Is
right.
anyone still like unconscious and like bleeding out?
Everyone is conscious. Just.
Okay. I'm just going to collapse on the stairs and like lean against the wall. Super hurt and exhausted.
What about, is the giant's body still there?
Yes, I had him hidden. Perhaps we'll walk off the body. Yeah, the body of the giant is still there.
Okay, cool. Presumably the giant doesn't have any interest in loot for a wizard. So I will leave that as I stare forlornly at the disappearing body of the Lich, thinking, God damn it, I bet he had a scroll on him.
Can I just say, I am disappointed in you guys. No one slapped him.
I tried. You slowed me. I had such a cool plan. I was gonna.
Technically, I slapped
go
him.
full melee. I was gonna full melee on him, but because I wasted both my turns, with the cone of cold thing, I was reduced to that.
Yeah.
Oh well. Not sparing him a second thought, because he was exactly the bitch I thought he was from the minute I walked through the door. I'm going to clamber over the rocks, call Sweet Baby Boy Porridge over, and I'm going to start looking at this gate.
Portal, yeah.
Gate portal. I can't read giant, so I will require assistance from someone who can.
Robin, you can assist that if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, I'm going to grab some orange slices I still have and eat them.
How do you still have them?
Only yesterday that he was giving them to Maeve.
Yeah.
That's true. Galilei will also come up, even though she's very
I'm
hurt.
gonna check on Cass and see if she's okay.
Galilei, if you're particularly injured, you can rest for a moment. I don't think we're about to be killed again. Obviously, a second set of eyes is always welcome, but if you are...
I'm just gonna sit on the banister and...
Well, I tell you what, I can assist here. Robin, are you well? You didn't get hurt, did you?
Nope, I'm fine.
Nope. Okay, goodo. Galilei, where are you? This seems very overly familiar, but I really am down to fumes, so boof, you have a third level cure wounds, and you can enjoy that.
Thank you. You know, it's nice because turns around and then comes back and whispers, my cleric doesn't really heal me, so...
No, she doesn't like wizards, I heard.
Yeah.
Not all wizards, hashtag. Okay, well, but let's see if she's prepared to walk through the gate we fixed for her. Maybe that'll cheer her up a little bit. I imagine they then start talking like car fanatics. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't understand cars.
Yeah, Robin, they're saying words in common, but it may as well be not common. They're doing nerd shit trademark. And you can read those giant runes and understand them a bit more. So you are like helping them. You're like the final piece of the puzzle because they don't know what the fuck it says.
I always imagine when Robin specifically reads like switches between different languages, she sort of like zones out of what like one that she was before. So if she's like attempting to read something in Giant, Common just sounds like in the background, and she's
turns into a Charlie
I
Brown.
also like to imagine that if we speak to her, like when she's like reading a Giant, she answers back in Giant instead of Common.
Yeah, it's like, oh wait, no, sorry.
While they're fixing the gate, trying to get it working to get us home, right? I know this is probably pointless, but I mean, it's worth the look anyway. Can I make an investigation check to see if I can find this phylactery around? I don't think it's here, but I want to check.
Yeah, go for it.
It's going to be my roll. Oh!
Natural 20. I'll tell you, if it was around...
it's a 13. I'm having an 8.
Oh, yeah. Well, if it was a 20, luckily, doesn't matter. It's not her. But with the 20, if it was around, I would have told you. But it's not. Only a stupid Lich would have his phylactery in the same place.
So as we're looking at this, I imagine there's a lot of like prodding, kicking things, trying to figure out what the hell it is. But I will ask, I will just straight up ask Galilee. So, everyone's resting over there. So, I appreciate that Juliet has her reasons for not loving arcane casters, but I must ask, why do the two of you, and I suppose Ferris as well, he has a kind of an arcane element to him, I suppose, maybe devilish, demonic, I'm not sure how you would classify it, but why does she hang around with you? I'm trying to think of a better word for it.
No, really, that's fair. Well, we were the ones that saved her from the reason why she doesn't like arcane casters, so she, I guess, feels indebted to us, so she tolerates my being there, and but is we don't get along, but she
Does
is.
that not make it awkward in fights?
I mean, a little bit. Like, she's not going to go out of her way to hit me or anything, but I don't have any healing. I usually carry around a few for myself. I mean, Ferris has a bit of there's a bit of other healing in the group, but not to that extent. It is a bit awkward, but I'm not gonna prod the bear.
No, that's fine. What were the name of the group of wizards or sorcerers who captured her?
I don't actually think they had a name, but they were around Aramor in Ithiraldar. They check things a second. Says, now, don't tell her or anyone else I said this. Juliet she's not human. She's from the Feywild. She's a changeling. And she was forcefully ripped from her home in the Feywild by the casters and experimented on to try and figure out stuff about like her physiology for I don't know how long. But that's why she doesn't like them.
So she presumably then was from the court of the Shapemovers.
I didn't ask.
No, I suppose.
I guess so.
Well, it's understandable. As I say, it's not a bear that I want to prod. But I say it's in situations like that. It must be difficult.
Yeah, I mean,
you can't rely on her.
Usually, if it gets too bad, Carrion will give her a firm hand in the right direction to actually help me up if he can't do it himself or someone else can't. But yeah, it's a bit awkward.
Jesus. Yes, I can imagine. Oh, look, a thing.
So if you want to make me an Arcana check, Galai will also be rolling one. I will give you plus a d6 because Robin is also here giving you translations.
Yeah. Okay. Can I also guide myself, or will it take too long to do that?
It's more than like a thing, so I'll say probably
Yeah.
not.
Okay, that's fine. That's a 15. Ooh, that's low. 15 plus. Oh, 18.
18. Okay. Oh, God.
Guys, we might be here a few minutes.
Oh, God. Yeah, so, I mean, it'll take you you can do it, but it'll take you some time. Is there anything else the rest of you are doing while they are fixing the portal and stuff?
Does anyone need healing, like, urgently?
No, I'm absolutely fine. For the first time ever, I have temporary hit points remaining.
Yeah, I've got 1 temporary hit point. Oh, 5 temporary hit points. I presumably they've worn off now.
So
but...
that's why you were doing nothing.
I tried. I tried.
I guess I was just fighting my own guys.
No, you were trying. You were going for a jog.
What?
A brisk walk in the winter.
Did you not see the amount of hits I did to him?
Yes, and with the amount of hits you usually do, it's just nothing.
No, Cass has been
I
a
hit
bitch
every
there.
single one. For the first time ever, I hit every single one.
Yes,
That's true,
because
you
I
hit-
stabbed him,
you attacked
hit him,
fewer times.
kicked him to the ground. I stabbed him, hit
6.
him, kicked him to the ground, then proceeded to stab him 2 more times.
From the opposite side, like all the way up the stairs, I imagine Robin's like hearing this, just turns to Archibald and goes, "Are they always like that?"
I'll be completely honest, Robin. It's usually me who's in that argument as well. However, the last couple of fights, I've been a hindrance more than a help. So,
I was
saying,
useless. Don't you?
Well,
yeah,
no,
don't
you
worry about
hit
it.
the giant. I literally only managed to hit the evil dead guy because I was stood right next to him and could literally not miss. So you know, it is what it is.
You know, we all have good days and we all have bad days.
Yes, it just seems to be bad days after another at the moment. Again, I do feel I should apologise. I've to everyone really. Apologies for riling him up. However, I felt that the threat of Ishmael landing in the material plane, unwarranted, uninvited, and the rest of us unwarned, was suitably dangerous. And as I said, I would rather have them all safe and me not there than me being there with none of them safe if I could avoid it, if that makes sense. And we all survived. So
Leah
Well, he
says, "Yes, true. Well, he was already dead." Leah says, "Well, I mean, I didn't like the guy from the moment. He was a bit strange. But I didn't mind really. It was well, other than going unconscious, I guess. But
it's only for 6 seconds, though, right?
yes. I mean, I'm all right.
So
Just
well.
I just needed a bit of a lie down once we get this portal open. But no, I didn't mind.
Is she badly hurt?
No, she's all right.
No, okay.
Us
I do
inside
have
and
for
still
healing.
screaming at each other in the corner.
The only
do-
reason you have done anything in this fight is because I spent 1,000 gold worth of diamond dust on you.
It was 100.
It was
Oh,
100,
100,
and it was perfectly. Like, I admit, if you didn't, I would have been screwed over. But you did, and I'm perfectly capable of nearly murdering him in 1 round.
We are going
We all
drinking
helped.
if we return.
We
I
all
don't drink.
helped. No, I
I'm
do
going
think
to drink
it's
and you're going
worth.
to carry me back.
I do think it's worth Drac, Slab, Sidon, Cass, Robin, if you care to join us, and myself. We all sit down. We have a little bit of a powwow about. I say what I felt like I pushed us into this, but I felt it was inevitable.
Oh, I thought you were going to say power nap.
Power nap is fine. You can also power nap, preferably not whilst we're powwowing.
What's
But
power nap?
Powwow nap.
powwow nap. Yes, a powwow is where we all sit in a circle and we discuss.
I mean, do you
You mean
want my
what we're
input?
going
'Cause
to do-
I feel like I'm severely undereducated? No, yeah, uneducated in what is going on. I have no idea what just happened.
That's
I'm just
actually a wonderful, wonderful point. I'm going to turn to Galala. I'll be like, presumably as the
Hey.
smartest of the group, you're the leader?
No, but
Oh. No,
I
it's the
think
same for me.
Tyrion
It's
is
disappointing,
early
isn't it?
to be there.
Okay, well, I'll tell
honestly,
you anyway.
honestly, I don't really want the stress of that. But
No, that's fine. That's understandable. I will say, however, there is a well, here we are. Yes. So before we met, almost literally the day before we met, we were able to encounter a prophecy. That
it was
we are-
way before you met. It was a
Was it?
number
Oh,
of
it was
weeks.
literally
Yeah.
in the same session. Well, sorry, I think I posted the full thing in the same session. I must have just copied and pasted it. Anyways, I'm going to tell them I'm going to tell her the prophecy.
Okay.
Unless you want me to read it out now.
No, it's fine.
can, if
Yeah,
you want me to.
yeah. We all know it.
Yeah, we all know.
Ish.
I will also tell it to Robin.
Yes.
And be like, now, Robin, I appreciate that you're very new to this. You only met us this morning. What a day. And you struggle to remember too far back. Now, we can maybe help with that if you want. We can look into it for you if it's something you're really keen to look at. But you said you wanted to travel. When we get back, I'm not 100% sure what's going to happen. It's all part of the powwow, but I don't think we're going to be staying where we are now. I think we're going to be heading to slightly more temperate climes. If you would like to join us for a short
we go
while at least.
see your mansion.
Bastion, but I believe that's on the cards. I would like to return there, if only temporarily. There's some information I need to get, but we need to. Well, with the prophecy, we are trying to convince the people in charge that there's a problem coming. So we presumably know it isn't Ishnir. I'm not 100% sure what it is. But we've been trying to spread this information about. So we're going to head to Crown Top at some point. We have some old friends there. So yes, yeah. By all means, you're very welcome to come. But if you want to just come with us for a little while and then return home, I can return you presumably to somewhere around here. I just need a teleportation circle location.
Yeah.
I don't have
Maybe
to make
not
a decision
here?
right now. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, no, not right here. I mean, where we normally live anyway. But if you want to come along with us for a little bit, you don't have to decide right now. Still have to fix this portal.
I mean,
but-
I don't have anything to do. So if you'll have me.
Mhm.
then
Yeah. By all
yeah,
means. So,
cool.
unless you prefer the other lot, but they argue less. But I will say that we all have distinct, different voices and accents, and they only have like 2 or 3 between them.
That is not true. Most of you are using normal British accent. I think they have more accents than you guys, because each of them have distinct voices. I think you just don't listen.
I think I really upset him. I'm sorry.
Yeah, fuck you. I'm gonna kill Archeron. You just fall over and die.
Yeah.
The ice.
Rock
I
roll from
come
the
back
sky.
and just
No,
digest you.
now you're blind and deaf. Just because you can only do 3 accents doesn't mean I can.
can't even do 3. We know.
Yeah,
this.
okay, you get
I can
2.5.
do 2.5. Yeah. And one of them's just the same accent in a slightly deeper voice.
Which isn't a
So-
different accent, it's just a different tone.
Yeah, different tone, yeah, different speed. But yeah, so he's going to continue to look. I am just looking at my notes. I don't actually have a teleportation circle for
That's
here, but I'm sure
that's
we
fine.
can come to something.
So we'll say over the next 10 to 15 minutes, because your rolls were relatively low, both of you. You, along with Robin and maybe Kieran, not Kieran, he doesn't know what the fuck's happening. You translate the giant, and you manage to finish like the runes that are missing. And after about 15 minutes or so, all the runes sort of glow. What do you think is Archeron's magic? Like, what's the color of his magic?
I think when it started, it was like a bluey purple. But I think the more he does it, the less colourful it gets. As in, like, it gets more transparent. It's like less noticeable the more he does it.
Okay. So it's like a faded bluey purple.
Like a faded bluey purple, yeah. But I think if it's so, I've got a couple of things. I was actually looking at my spell list a minute ago. Some things that I've picked up, like the holy weapon and stuff from the Moonlit Herald. I think they are very just like this tree, like very golden. Like if it's something he's using that isn't his, it's really noticeable. But when it's his, it's like like desaturated, but not desaturated. It's like 80% transparent kind of thing.
Okay, so we'll say it's like that sort of slightly faded bluey purple sort of color. Well, I'll lean to the blue for this. Because as the runes all complete, you can all see obviously these orange lights are on them. I don't have a different version, I apologize. But you see all the orange lights that have been lit up. You watch as they slowly change color, and they move between the sort of faded blue purple tones of Archeron's magic, between Galalai's sort of very bright magenta sort of vibrant purple magic, and they sort of move and form between them. And eventually you feel this arcane hum start to form around this portal as you see it fully form. And it's still like a gateway of runes. You can't, there's nothing on the other side of it. But you know that when, Galalai and Archeron will know, when you step through, it will take you to the place that,
was pointed out.
Is the place that is convenient to the plot.
Okay, so before we step through it, so when we fixed it, did it have a central absolutely? So basically, what I'm looking for here is the equivalent of a car battery or CPU, something it fundamentally will not work without.
I would say in this case, no, because it is it's almost like a mix between a plane shift, the gate spell, the ninth level spell gate. But
I'll tell you what I'm trying to do and why I'm asking it, right? So I was hoping for a solid, tangible thing, but if that doesn't exist, what Archeron's going to be doing as he's putting it together is looking how he can destroy it after he walks through it, or as he walks through it.
Okay. Can you make me an Arcana check?
Mm-hmm. Can I give myself guidance on this one?
Yes.
Okay. Come on, big money. 17. Jesus, I'm not shit today. 19.
Okay, the only way you can think to destroy it would be to have something... Because the assumption is when you step through it, you're going to be moving cross-plane.
Mm-hmm.
So the only thing that you can think of is a spell contingency, or a spell that is delayed enough, or has a specific trigger that means you can step through it and then it happens, and it doesn't matter about plane and stuff.
So, weird you mention that. The spell Arcane Hand does not require me to be on the same plane of existence.
Okay. So what I would say then is Arcane Hand might work, however you will not know if it worked. Because you cannot see where the hand is.
Yeah. 1 second. I might be able to. I might have a thing for that. Give me a minute.
Sorry about that weather.
What spell was it? Is it not a ritual? Red spell, spellbook. Here we go. Oh no! Oh, it's not a ritual.
What spell are you thinking of?
Arcane Eye.
Yeah, I don't think. I thought it was. Maybe not.
I thought it was. For some reason, it's not in my spellbook.
Yeah, maybe it just isn't. But yeah, your best bet would be Arcane Hand. That might work, but you'd have to just hope, I guess. But yeah, so the portal's finished, and I assume you will get ready to step through.
Yeah.
I will ask if anyone else has anything else similar to this to help. I don't think Cass will have anything because
right now.
Gallight doesn't. Tanith doesn't.
I do have Guardian of Faith.
Can't see through that.
Everyone's fences range.
I have Scrying, but that won't do anything either.
The wording of this hand is actually really, really specific. I summon it in a space I can see, and after that point, I don't need to be able to see it. Obviously, I need to know what it's attacking and where. But I can have it holding the beam, and then I leave, and I can like concentrate on pulling it down.
I don't.
I'd allow that. It would be you wouldn't know whether it worked.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I would allow that to possibly work.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, as you'll get ready to step back through the portal. You'll gather up, and you step through one by one, or maybe as 2 by 2, whatever.
Does anyone have a traveling partner?
Yeah, make sure to buddy system.
Yeah.
That's
So
Sun still arguing about attacks.
Yep. Yeah. What the? Yeah. So you step through, and a few things happen, kind of. So, Robin, as you step through the portal, you hear a familiar voice sort of crawls into your ear and echoes around in your skull. And the voice says, "This world is changing, Robin Fletcher. All the gods see it, but we decide how it happens. Join those harbingers of the new order that you've found yourself with and learn their ways. Find out their secrets before the injunction, before time forgets itself."
Of course, my lord. Your wish is my command. Did I do the wrong thing?
No. Your actions are all in accordance with my plan. He will return stronger in time, and so will I. Just continue to play the part.
Yes, my lord.
Archeron, Drac, Cass, Robin, Sidon, and Tanith. You, the six of you, impact the snow, and you look around and can see the vaguely familiar courtyard of Tondara Hall. In front of you is Bjorn, Braylon, and Makaria, which is a bit strange. However, while there are 6 of you, Slab is nowhere to be seen. But as you notice that, we'll quickly move over to you, Matt, to Slab. You feel yourself tumble across snow-covered cobble streets. And as you were teleporting, you moved through the portal, your mind was racing. The thoughts of the cold winter going through Etheralda and the fighting that's relatively close to Aramor. Perhaps it was those thoughts or something darker that pulled you away from your group. Your eyes open and you wipe the snow from your face. And as you look up, you see a familiar, small stone and wooden home. From a frosted window, you can see a warm fire coming from the interior, and 3 goblins, your family, are huddled, eating a simple breakfast. And I'll ask, what are you doing as that happens?
Well, it's one of them as begin with. Just like, it's going to be confusing as well.
Yeah.
It's one of them that's got to take probably a second or two to reel it in, because it's like, is this a hallucination or anything like that? Because literally 5 minutes ago, I was with a completely different party. I feel like I wouldn't react until, it was actually, made apparent that it is real. Like, when someone says, pinch me.
Yeah, you look around and you smell the familiar smells, you see the familiar sights, and you slap yourself and you touch the ground and no, this is real.
But basically, at that point, it's just kind of like, when you see someone that you haven't seen for a while, and you have no idea what to say, you just call their name. It would just be that. It's like, Mom?
You the window's slightly open, and as you say that, you see one of the goblins turn. Your mother turns and looks outside, and sees you covered in maybe a bit of blood, maybe some snow and whatever.
It'll be more dirt, because I didn't go below 10 HP.
You a bit of dirt. You look tired. You got all your traveling gear on, and she just stands up immediately from the breakfast she was eating, and walks out and opens the door and starts to run towards you. And as she does, we will fade to black on that. And I think that's probably a good place to leave it.